We Real Reels.
What's up, guys, and welcome to We Real Reels, the monthly podcast where we review old movies to find out if they were as good as we remember, or if they take your pot of gold. I'm your host, Panda Brandon, and with me is the beautiful Koala Sam.
Hello.
And the greatest of all time, the Goat Spencer.
Hi.
We will be getting in touch with old Grizzly Zay. He had to be out for this recording, but we're going to be trying to get in touch with him with this new technology and Bluetooth connectivity, okay? We'll try it out, see what happens. This podcast does contain spoilers, and we'll be discussing the movie at length. This is a mature content podcast, so be prepared for harsh language and awkward situations. All sound clips, music, and trailers are only used for review purposes and belong to their respective owners. If you'd like to suggest a movie for us to review or for Movie 20 questions that we play at the end of every episode, you can email us at werealreels@gmail.com or message us on Instagram at werealreels. And guys, we have over 70 followers on YouTube now.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That's pretty cool, guys. If we get to 100, I'm going to do a giveaway for 10 followers. That's right. I'm going to be sending you something. Don't know what yet, but if we make it to 100, 10 of you guys are going to get something special. No thoughts on that. Cool.
I mean, like,
I was waiting for you to say what it might be, a lock of hair, or I don't know.
I'm like trying to figure out how you would pick 10. Are you just going to like scroll through and be like, oh, that's a cool name. Like pick that one.
We're just going to randomize it. Random, like a random raffle.
Do you just message them and be like, hey, you just won this thing?
Give me all your personal information.
Yeah.
Just send me your address. I'll send you something. That's just it.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all. You can send me a P.O. box. I'll send it to there. This month's hypothetical. What if the trio from Homeward Bound, Chance, Shadow, and Sassy, stumbled upon a mischievous leprechaun who, in a flash of magic, swapped their consciences, forcing the wise old Shadow into the body of the impulsive Chance, the sassy Sassy into the dignified Shadow, and the goofy Chance into the perpetually annoyed Sassy? Would their journey home be made impossible by their swapped personalities, or would they have to learn each other's deepest truths to find their way back, both to their family and to themselves?
I think Shadow would not make it. Like his body, Chance being in Shadow's body, because Shadow is an older man. So he's got to have arthritis, back problems, like all these things. And Chance is just constantly bouncing around.
Chance is in the cat.
Oh,
okay.
Sassy. Well, then.
Well, yeah, I was thinking the older dude in the younger body would be a plus.
Right?
Right, for him.
Got that experience.
He might change his whole attitude.
Yeah, maybe he could either leave him in the dust or bridge some skill gaps there. I don't know. That's a weird one. Is that what the leprechaun even does? I don't know.
No. he just had to come up with
He'd probably just be shining some shoes, little freak. Yeah.
He's not, what is it? He hasn't been shown to be cruel to animals. So, I mean, he might just be like, switcheroo, haha, there you go.
Fair enough.
That type instead of killing them.
Switcheroo, yeah. His famous move.
Whatever the spell.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
Well, all right, let's go ahead and get into our first segment of what you've been doing and what you're going to do.
Hey, watch it, pal. What have you been doing? What are you gonna do, huh?
Oh, right. Koala, you want to start us off? What have you been doing this past month? And what are you going to do?
Okay, so last month was my birthday month, and I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that celebrated my birthday with me. I definitely had a busy week, my birthday, hanging out with several people for dinners, and then Panda surprised me with a surprise birthday party. He did do an amazing job getting everyone together and organizing it all. I had no idea at all, and I was really shocked with everybody started walking through the door, because he ended up saying that his mama was coming. So then I was like, okay, let me go ahead and just like get dressed, because we're doing a bonfire later. So I was like, let me just put some makeup on. And then I start kind of like, when people come over to my house, I get weird. Like, I want to make sure like the cat litter is scooped and the house is clean. So I was in the process of like hurrying up and vacuuming the hardwood floors, and then people started coming in. So I was definitely surprised. Definitely made the start of 31 a special one. So just thank you so much for everybody again. Did mess up and said Glow with Joe win it last month, but it's actually Grow with Joe on YouTube. I killed it for a week with waking up at 4:30, doing cardio, and then doing with the Grow with Joe podcast, or not podcast, the YouTube subscription. And then after that, let's just say I have not done that. I did so good for a week, and then like I burnt myself out, and then my back started hurting, and then I'm just like, dang it, my knee jacked up. So I was just like, okay, so I gotta get back onto that. So we do have a funny story about our cub. He is starting to get drainage from the change of the weather. So he started coughing, clearing his throat, and then on the way home one day, he's just clearing his throat, and he's like, my voice is acting up. So it's just like a cute little funny thing.
I thought he said my words are acting up.
I don't remember now. My voice is acting up. My words are acting up. I don't know which one it was.
For sure.
Yeah, I didn't go back on that because I sent Panda a text message after it saying it, and I just didn't go back and look on it. I should have, apparently. What I will do next month is I got to get consistent with working out. I'm going to make that my main focus this month. I just keep slacking, and I just need to stop fucking around and just get it done. I need to start working on getting the back cleared out to get it ready for Halloween. And then we need to start sitting down with the cub and getting him learn how to read. He's 5 now, and I don't know. I just think it's time for him to be able to do that. And then I want to get him in a magnet school the following year. So it's got to get done. Like he's going to be 6 at that point. And if he doesn't know how to read, then he's just not going to get in the magnet school. So we just got to get it done. So yeah, we are also started watching our Halloween themed movies. We're in the process of watching Final Destination. So we're just going to keep watching our Halloween until the end of October. So yeah.
Well, that sounds pretty good. Now let me attempt to summon the grizzly. This may or may not work.
Hey, we hear you.
Well, we got you. Okay, Zay.
Nice.
All right, Grizz, over to you, man. On the road, what have you been up to, and what do you plan on doing next month?
Man, I'm gonna just keep on rolling, dog. I've been increasing my miles and getting further and further out. Like right now, I'm headed to I mean, you got anyway, but yeah, I'm going to Chicago right now. Hopefully, I'll find a parking spot.
Oh, okay.
That's a good thing to find.
Yeah, I was like, it cut out. We have no idea what you said.
Yeah, but then but recently, like, 'cause I was supposed to go to one of my aunt's birthday parties, and she normally shows up to mine, but she lives like 2 hours away, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna at least show up for her birthday. Halfway driving down there, Kay falls asleep while we're driving, and I look at her, and I was like, bro, I really don't want to go to this thing. So I just blamed on not going on her. So I was like, yeah, it seems like you just want to go home, don't you? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you know what? Let's do that. And she's like, oh, man, thank you. I was like, yes. We got dressed for nothing, so we just ended up going out to eat, and then we came back. But, no, man, I feel like I want to keep going out to eat more and more, taste different things at restaurants, because Nashville is a hub for all these different type of cuisines. So I think every week or every month, I'm going to take her to a different place, brand new place, and we can experience it together.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. That's sometime in the future. So I guess that's part of what I'm gonna do. Yeah, man. My damn card is still. I got a debit card that, like after your card expires, they're supposed to automatically send you one like the month before.
Yeah.
Bro, mine was like, nah, we're not gonna send you one. We're gonna let you be stuck somewhere and not have food or whatever. And so like for the past week. Dude, I've just been struggling getting food, and like even if I have to go through over a toll, if I have to get parking, I can't pay for none of that stuff.
Huh.
Dang.
Yeah, so I mean, I got to talk to them and see if they can go ahead and send me, or probably get my wife to go send me a picture of the card or something, or use hers. I don't know. I missed out on a good movie. I heard it was a decent movie.
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk.
Yeah, Long Walk.
That was
I heard
good
it was
movie.
a decent movie. Yeah. And I'm kind of upset because I did want to see it, even though I would have been late getting there. I'm gonna try to go eat a couple of new spots in Nashville, and even maybe Kentucky or something like that. I just want to travel and eat, man.
Okay.
And I'm still losing weight too. That's crazy though.
And that's what's important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing it without Ozempic.
Yes. Yeah.
Stuff will make you
all that.
blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like masturbating in the 90s, man. It'll make you go blind. So I'm glad,
That's true, man. I always had heard that.
I'm glad you're not doing that.
Oh shit, Spencer here?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Yeah, the goat is here.
Man. Dang.
Yep, all
How
together.
you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. How are you, man?
I'm alright, bro.
Well, we appreciate that, Grizz. And we'll hear from Grizz a little bit later in Grizz's Anime and Arms. But that's it for you for now, Grizz. We're going to holler at you later.
Alright, bro.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Spence, what have you been doing and what are you going to do?
Man, I have been going through all the hoops you got to jump through to buy a house. It's miserable. I don't care for it.
They ask for so much paperwork, don't they?
Yes, and the dude, he keeps saying, all right, that's everything. And then he calls me 4 days later and needs 4 to 6 more documents. And some of them I've already sent him. And yeah, and then you get to the next officer and they want all the same stuff again. And yeah.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yep. But, it'll be good in the end. So.
Do you have officially a closing date?
Well, that's kind of a funny story, too. I was talking to my grandmother, and she said, my cousin is the first loan officer in line of the whole process. And I apparently told his dad my closing date, but he didn't tell me. So I found out through his dad telling my grandmother who told me. So
that's kind of unprofessional, but okay.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, Chelsea's like, I guess there's not like a HIPAA thing for loan stuff or whatever. But yeah, so should be the end of this month. So.
Okay, that's exciting.
Heck yeah.
If I can come up with 19 more documents. So
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing. I guess what I'm going to do is move, obviously.
You're going to be moving.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So.
You going to take any of your little buddies with you?
Nope, no goats going to make the move. So. The dogs and maybe the cats will come. So.
All right. Well, that is all right, Spence. Well, this past month, I've had a few things happen. We had a very unnecessary meeting with Grayson's teachers.
Huh.
Yeah, Grayson's our cub, and he was acting up in class a couple days, so they texted us, and we immediately put discipline on him, and they scheduled a meeting after that. So we had to have a parent-teacher meeting. We go in there, and they even say, oh, yeah, after we started talking and texting, he immediately started getting better. Why the fuck am I here? Why is this meeting even necessary? If you say there's a problem, we fix the problem. Why did you schedule a meeting for parents and teachers to be meeting? It was stupid.
So this is a private school, so the standards are higher. So I think it's just more about like documentation, making sure we're all on the same page. We are definitely the type of parents that like we're gonna make sure we're on it. But apparently that's not the case for all the other parents. So I guess this is just their norm. I don't know. Yeah. I was completely fine with it. Panda's salty as fuck about it.
They were like, you guys are a breath of fresh air because you guys actually show up to the meetings and you talk to us and stuff. And I'm like, man, y'all are like a stale fart because this is bullshit. I don't want to be in here with this.
I went to a private school from like middle school through high school, and yeah, that you guys probably are a breath of fresh air because a lot of the other parents, like my parents would always come down there. Of course, they always cause problems, but like, or, they were coming down there for a fight or something. But the other parents, it was like, we pay so much money, we shouldn't have to do anything, like a little entitlement there. That's probably something they're dealing with.
That's probably true. But I also had lined up this charity event because, I love charity. I love to do charity. I love charity.
Yeah.
Charity.
Remember when you anonymously donated to that charity? Yeah.
Yeah, I had to make sure my name was on the bench there. Whatever it was. But that got canceled because of the rain. So it got rescheduled for October 18th.
I think it's 18th.
So if you can make it out to muscular dystrophy, all the proceeds go for finding a cure to a muscular dystrophy. There's a bunch of kids that struggle with disintegrating muscles, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, hopefully we can find a cure for that pretty soon. Then I got to tell you this story. I've been trying to be a plumber. I'm an apprentice in the apprentice stage, so I'm not that great. But I was able to change out. We went to this lady's house, and I was able to change out this. It's the tub drain, not the whole drain, but like the hair trap in it. So I was able to screw it out, and I was able to do it by myself. I piped it, doped it, taped it with the threads and stuff, and was able to screw it back in, test for leaks, put the plumber putty on there. I did a lot of cool stuff that I've never known to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I got done, and we went to her, and we was like, okay, so this is going to be this much, ma'am. And she's like, I'm not paying you.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, but I did all this stuff and I went through all the stuff. And she's like, you're my husband. Why would I pay you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So I did some free labor here.
How do you handle that? Oh, for here. Okay, my God. Shit, still thought you were talking about a customer. I was like, bro, she's got dementia or something. I was like, man, you really buried the lead on this. Like, yeah.
I'm
with you now.
He was going with that because I was like, wait, he did do someone's job, like someone else's job, and then he came and fixed ours. So I was like,
I was so worried about that old lady that thought you were her husband, man. Like, that's so funny. Yeah.
No, but we had somebody come out like years ago to come to look at the tub, and they ended up saying it was gonna be like what $5,000, $10,000 to replace the whole entire thing because it needed to be replaced. And then since Panda's gotten in the job, all he had to do was fix. It was just that one piece, and you spent what $40 to do it.
That's how it is. I'm in the trades too. I see it every day. People, they said my AC stuff was going to be like nearly $20,000, and I fixed it with stuff in my truck for free.
Got him.
Yeah.
And now you ain't got to worry about that crap.
Yeah. I did hit my head on that block though. That was pretty costly, but
well, that'll be it for me. Next month, I'm going to keep on learning the plumbing, keep on learning the trades, and Halloween's coming up. So I can't wait for that.
Ooh.
Can't wait to start decorating and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now let's go on to Panda Tales.
Sit back and prepare yourself for Panda Tales.
That's scary. Should I go get the flute?
That is terrifying. Well, as you know, we tell real life stories that are related to the movies that we are watching. And while there aren't any real life stories that perfectly mirror the plot of this horror comedy here, The Leprechaun, the movie does draw a long and often dark history of folklore that contains many similar elements. So one would be the vengeful, greedy little man. In the movie, the central premise is a leprechaun who is obsessively greedy and will murder anyone who steals his gold. His villainy is a direct result of his treasure being taken. But in the folklore, traditional Irish folklore portrays leprechauns not as cute, jolly fellows, but as solitary, cunning, and sometimes malevolent fairies. They are indeed known for their immense wealth, which they hide in secret locations. The common narrative is that if you catch a leprechaun, he is forced to give you his treasure, but he will use every trick in the book to outsmart you and get away. The film simply takes this core myth, a greedy little man protecting his treasure, and amplifies it to a homicidal degree. Number 2, the foolish humans who fall for the trick. The movie, the characters in the film, especially the main protagonist, Tori, are constantly outsmarted by the leprechaun. They think that they have him trapped only for him to use his magical cunning to escape. But in the folklore, this is a reoccurring theme in leprechaun stories. A human might successfully catch a leprechaun and force him to reveal the location of his gold, often under a specific tree or bush. However, when the human goes to get a shovel to dig, the leprechaun will promise not to move. He will then trick the human, usually by pointing to a similar-looking tree or bush, and escape. The moral of these stories is that humans are no match for the cunning of the little folk. The film plays on this by having the characters make one bad decision after another. And number 3, leprechauns are more than just good luck charms. The film subverts the modern commercialized image of a leprechaun as a lucky, harmless creature, transforming him into a monstrous antagonist. But the folklore, this is a return to their true mythological roots. The original folklore of fairies and other little people in Ireland was often dark and unpredictable. Fairies could be benevolent, but they could also be dangerous. Stealing children, the origin of the changeling myth, blighting crops, or luring people to their deaths. The Leprechaun movie taps into this older, more sinister side of the fairy folklore, portraying him as a member of the supernatural race that can be as cruel as it is magic. And then there's a real-life story of a real-life spotting of a leprechaun.
Nah.
It's true.
I don't know.
In the days leading up to St. Patrick's Day in 2006, reports began circulating in the Crichton neighborhood of Mobile, Alabama, about a leprechaun sighting. The local news station, WPMI-TV, sent a reporter and a camera crew to investigate the large crowds that had gathered. The news segment aired on March 14th, 2006. The resulting news report is what made this event legendary. It's chaotic, hilarious interview with various locals who have come out to see the supposed leprechaun. One man excitedly asked, "Who all want to see a leprechaun?" Say, "Yeah!" And then to the cheering crowd, and everybody's like, "Yeah!" A woman offers her theory. It could be a crackhead that got a hold of the wrong stuff. And then another man who became known as Flute Man claims Irish ancestry and brandishes a special leprechaun flute that he says has been passed down for thousands of years. The report also features an infamous amateur sketch of the leprechaun, which resembles a crude stick figure drawing. The local news clip was uploaded to YouTube and quickly became one of the platform's first major viral videos, long before going viral was a common concept. It has since garnered millions of views. Now, the aftermath of that story. The story gained national attention, being referenced by everyone from Howard Stern to the New York Times. For years, the mystery of the leprechaun remained a popular legend. However, in 2014, a radio show called The Bob and Dan Show went to Mobile and tracked down the person responsible. They found a local resident, often referred to as Midget Sean, who confessed that the entire thing was a prank. He had simply dressed in a green outfit and climbed a tree while his friends alerted the community, leading to the snowball effect captured in the news reports. Despite the confession, the legend of the Leprechaun leprechaun lives on, a testament to the power of bizarre news stories and the absurdity of eyewitness accounts.
That's crazy. It took years. They were keeping that secret.
And even after he told them, they were like, "Nah, it's real."
He came clean like that. He's going to get like there was like a law against that. I don't know. Why wouldn't you just, I don't know.
Do y'all remember that video though?
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, dude, it was in the hood. And that one quote in there, they were interviewing that guy. He had like a grill and everything. And he was like, "Who all want to see a leprechaun?" Say, "Yeah." And everybody was like, "Yeah.
I want to see a leprechaun."
Yeah, we got to watch. I might play a clip of it for the crowd here.
That's
but
pretty funny.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
Yeah, that really happened. So let's get into our movie review. But before we do, Goat, if you could take the
Honor.
yes of what Grizz normally does, and he will open that twist top there right into the mic to try to get that sound effect of the
I don't know about
whatever.
that.
Yeah,
Do you got to take this ridiculous hat off?
yeah, you got to screw the whole thing. Get the whole thing's the top. It's special. It is special. And while you're doing that, I will go over the
I don't know if this is going to make any
Yapona
noise.
whiskey.
Oh,
Give it a little something.
Wow. Beautiful. Unleash the
Got that
spirit
noise, too.
of the ancient warrior with Yapona whiskey. This limited edition release, matured for 3 years in the finest oak, is crafted for those who appreciate both strength and subtlety. Pour a dram and sense the intriguing aroma, where hints of sweet caramel mingle with a whisper of dried fruit, perhaps a subtle spice hinting at a warrior's journey. On the palate, Yapona delivers a smooth, approachable character. You'll discover a harmonious blend of vanilla and oak, a comforting warmth that evolves into a gentle, honeyed sweetness, with just a touch of underlying malt to give it depth. It's a taste that speaks of patience and refined dedication. The finish is a clean and inviting, leaving a lingering warmth, a testament to its character guarding ages. Yapona whiskey, a captivating spirit, as distinctive and memorable as the legends that inspire it.
Wow.
Well, it was good.
Yeah, if there was more than a whisper of fruit, I wouldn't drink it. So, being new or
Yeah, all three.
all three.
Yeah. Yeah, Yapona whiskey, it has this cool little ninja top to it. It's got like a guy with a straw hat and ninja mask, and he's got 2 swords on his back. And that is the top to the whole device. And there's another one that looks pretty cool too up there. I don't know the name of it, but it's got a samurai top with a demon mask. So I'm going to get that one next. But let's give this Yapona whiskey a try and see where it goes.
doesn't smell too pleasant.
Doesn't taste too good either. I mean, it's all right.
It's got. Okay, the bird's happing it up.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good, but
Not bad.
He could really taste the whisper of fruit. I think it was an apple.
I just taste burned.
Oh, okay. I just got a whisper of an apple, like a Granny Smith or something.
At first, I was about to be like, "Ooh, it's real good. It's real smooth." And then you take a breath in your mouth, and then like that's when it gets on fire.
I'll take a whisper of this right here.
The luck of the Irish is being packed and shipped to a little town in South Dakota whose luck may have just run out.
My ear! He got my ear!
You got the back door, right?
Oh!
You gotta stop the bleeding. Look out, it's in the cabinets.
Toward the basement, toward the basement.
We're like really scared. Hello? I need the police. This is an emergency.
You can kill anything.
What the hell are you?
You just gotta know how to do it.
Leprechaun.
It's out. It's out of the crate.
We are reviewing the classic horror comedy classic, The Leprechaun.
Woo woo.
As of September 2025, you can watch the Spanish version on Pluto TV, or you can buy it on physical or digital. Yeah, this movie is hard to find, I guess. It was directed
on Amazon for me.
for free.
Prime, yeah. I might have been one of the, I pay for a few channels on there, but
Oh, because we have Amazon Prime,
But
but,
it looked-
we didn't pay. Like we
there was
couldn't
like
find it.
it was like a Leprechaun 8-pack. It had 8 Leprechaun movies in there.
Yeah, there's a lot. Have you ever seen the whole entire series?
I've seen this one random. I think the one in space, and then I saw the one in the hood.
Yeah.
When he
He goes
says,
back
when
to
he
the
says
hood.
a friend and weed, or friend with weed is a friend indeed, or whatever. Now, I remember that part, but yeah.
Yeah, he starts rapping in that one.
I don't.
freestyle.
Yeah, I was afraid that there'd be something that was regrettable in that one. So I didn't put it on last night, but
Well, it was directed by Mark Jones, who also directed Rumpelstiltskin, Quiet Kill, Trilocist, Scorned, and then he wrote a lot of TV stuff like Yogi Space Race, All the New Super Friends, Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, The A-Team, Mega Man, and The Nightman.
that's so weird to go from those to this or this to those. Or
It's starring Warwick Davis, Jennifer Aniston, Ken Odelant, Mark Holton, and Robert Gorman. It came out on January 8th, 1993. Other movies that came out in January of 93 are Alive, Nowhere to Run, and that's about it. But a month later,
those.
Homeward Bound came out.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
how about that?
that would have been a weird 2-play.
It made $8.5 million on a $900,000 budget.
What the hell?
Can you believe that?
Was it like
Good-ass
mostly
movie.
people thinking it was funny, or I would?
Yeah,
Okay.
I imagine it came out as a horror, and then they was like, all right, it's a horror comedy.
We'll put comedy on there. The pogo sticks I got it.
The plot is that Dan O'Grady steals 100 gold coins from a leprechaun while on vacation in Ireland. The
He was on vacation. His mom died.
Oh, this plot says he's on vacation.
It's a funeral vacation.
Oh, damn.
One of those fun.
He was happy
fun
she did.
funeral
Yeah, they
vacation.
made it seem it's not
Going on
vacation.
holiday to bury my mother.
Leprechaun follows him home, but Dan locks the murderous midget in a crate. Held at bay by a 4-leaf clover, 10 years later, J.D. Redding and his daughter Tori rent O'Grady's property for the summer. When their new neighbors accidentally release the leprechaun, he goes on a murderous rampage to reclaim his gold.
Did it for real in the plot say murderous midget? Or did you add that
No,
in?
that's what it said. This
really
is what it
said
said.
that. Well, at the start when he pulls up in the limousine, like the first note I have in my notes is the casting call was like the drunkest piece of shit, like that he just look like he chugs that Jameson and just throws it in the yard.
He does.
I mean, he just looks like a drunk piece of shit.
Before that, we start off in the leprechaun coming down these stairs.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I guess in his lair or castle or whatever the hell.
We're not sure.
Dungeon.
Yeah.
But he's pretty much warning. Just.
Do you have the wording?
Talking to the wind.
I thought he was from the well the whole time. When I went back and watched this, I was like, he doesn't live in the well?
He says, try as they might.
No.
Try as they may, try as they might. Whoever takes me gold won't live through the night.
Oh my goodness. You are destroying it.
I thought that was how it was.
No, you got to pause and read the subtitles. Try as they will, try as they might. Who steals me gold won't live through the night.
Wow.
You were close.
That was pretty good.
But
that's better than yours.
That's when the limousine pulls up.
Mm-hmm.
And the drunk piece of shit.
And he's telling his wife she needs to pack up because they're moving.
Which, hold on, before you even get to the wife, first off, it doesn't even look like the car lights were on when they pulled into the driveway, but that was just me being picky. But the alcohol he had, I had to Google it. The Jameson, which is triple distilled Irish whiskey, 40% alcohol content. How in the hell did he drink that all by himself and was still stranded nuts? Like, that was a whole ass bottle. And when he got out of the car, it was like maybe like a quarter of it left. And he just chugged that. Like Goat said, he threw it in the yard. But like, he drank a whole entire bottle of whiskey.
He was
How
chortling
is he?
it down. I mean, it was just going in. And then he didn't even go like, he was like, and just threw it in the yard. Like, dude's got a serious problem.
Yeah.
By the way, did you say it was 100 gold coins?
Yes.
If they were like an ounce in weight, that'd be like shy of $400,000.
Oh, wow.
That's the fortune. He's where they're going to buy mansions. I wish back in the 90s maybe you could, but
in the 90s.
that's not that much money. Hopefully they weigh more than an ounce.
Maybe he was an investment banker or something.
Maybe he can turn that into some more money. Yeah.
But she's like, what are you talking about? Like, she's full on Irish, man. She's like, she's from the motherland or something.
She don't believe him at all.
Yeah, she's like, where'd you get this from? And he
Drunk
says,
bastard.
I found the leprechaun and I made him tell me where the gold is. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Come to bed. I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
But he ended up sending the bag of gold in an urn, and she ended up being like, I didn't open it. I'm not touching that. That's your mother's ashes, which also, like, that's not a vacation. That's literally
That's a
death.
funeral.
Yes.
That's a funeral.
I mean, I imagine it might have turned into a vacation if he found the leprechaun while he was, mourning, got the gold, and he's like, oh my goodness, yeah, let's go do some shit.
So if that's
Fair
the
enough,
case,
fair
then he started out with 100 gold pieces. So he has no money. Leah, the wife, and she specified, we have no money. So he had to have sold a couple of pieces.
Yeah, so he found 101 gold.
He had to, because he had to have
Bought some liquor
Yeah,
and
maybe
limo.
he already
Something.
sold a good bit of them, and that's why they have so much money.
Yeah, and the leprechaun got those back and then followed him to America.
Maybe.
And now she goes
I'd buy
to
it. Yeah.
buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
And now she goes to make the tea and she hears this kid's voice in the suitcase and she just goes to open it up.
Hold on. Here's my fucking hindsight. Hell no. I hear something, anything coming alive, noise, anything coming out of a suitcase. I'm getting the fuck out of there. I'm not inspecting. I'm not going in there like nothing. I am dipping the fuck out of the house.
What if it's your kid?
They don't have kids. If they have kids,
Your kid.
like, he wouldn't be in the suitcase. No.
That ain't happening.
that
He
ain't
wouldn't be
happening.
walking around the front of the house either, but he was.
That ain't happening.
Well, I guess it's a leprechaun, and I guess he scares her down the stairs where she falls and breaks her neck.
Which is that accurate? Because I
Is
feel
that
like
murder?
Well, yeah, he scared her down. Like,
I mean,
if
he
he
didn't
wasn't
intentionally
there.
do that. He was just like, run the gold. Where's it at?
Well,
and she was
the holding her as a puppet later probably sealed that up. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a gray area, I guess. But it seems pretty murderous, But
It seems like all the movies, you fall down the stairs and you just snap your neck and you're dead. I feel like you falling down the stairs, you may break like a couple bones, but maybe I guess if you do land on your neck, like obviously.
I mean, people have died that way, but I don't think it's as common as the movies make it look like. I mean, chances are you'll just stop about halfway and go, Jesus, that hurt.
Well, at this point, we see that one of the leprechaun's powers is he's able to mimic people's voices. And that's when Mr. O'Grady comes home or inside, and he immediately finds the leprechaun mimicking his wife's voice. He asked, how did you find me? And and what did you do with my wife? And the leprechaun says, I should have told her to watch her step. So technically, he didn't kill this lady. I'm just saying he didn't push her. It's just an accident.
Probably would have.
Yeah, he would have killed her.
But, again, I don't know if that would hold up in a court of law. We don't have him yet.
We need more evidence.
But it's a little. The leprechaun had to have heard the conversation between Daniel and Leah to know that she had literally nothing to do with it. So he's already like popping out of the suitcase and be like, "Where's me gold?" He should already known that Leah had nothing to do with. She has no idea. Well, so it's just like, why are you going after her in the first place?
Yeah, I wonder where he was during that drinking and throwing and all. He's
just hiding in a suitcase.
That's weird.
Just
he's like right next to the damn coins. Just get him. Slink out of the back of the limousine, bro. You're immortal or whatever. Like, yeah.
Well, as soon as dude gets done asking the questions, where's my wife? He just takes off running to the back of the house and gets a gun.
And he's like, I'm going to get you. It's my gold. He's such a greedy motherfucker. Like, your wife just died because of your choices.
And he loaded like 2 bullets. And he had to reload immediately. I was like, if you had more bullets, why didn't you load the whole damn thing? Like,
but you gotta realize that he drank the whole Jameson.
Yeah,
but he
was
also
wasted. He was wasted.
He doesn't look, when he starts running, he doesn't look drunk anymore.
True. He sobered up really quick.
Fear.
Yeah.
The acting's kind of
get you, yeah.
Acting's a little
Well, he tries to find the leprechaun with a 4-leaf clover, and apparently leprechauns are scared of 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds deadly.
I didn't know that. So
me either. I guess it's
like a cross with a vampire.
But also, how does Danny know about this? Like, did he like be like, okay, I seen
Irish.
the leprechaun, got the gold, and then just did a whole bunch of research?
He's Irish. They never did that in the Lucky Charms commercials, though.
Yeah, it's like us with the Big Bad Wolf story, Little Riding Hood. We know Grandma's not. We'll automatically go in there and be like, "You're a wolf." But
I've
with
been
Irish
tricked
stories,
before. Yeah,
Irish stories, they automatically know leprechaun, 4-leaf clover.
If I was him and I already knew about the 4-leaf clover, I would have taken care of him in Ireland. Like, I would have trapped him in Ireland, put the 4-leaf clovers, dig a hole, like do something and just cover him all up with 4-leaf clovers. Like, I wouldn't have not done anything and had the chance of him coming home and doing anything to my wife.
Right. Yeah, and I didn't understand. I was getting a little bit ahead, but he puts the clover on the box, then he's going to burn it, which would burn the clover, which would let him out of the box. So
yeah, I didn't get that part either.
I didn't understand that move coming up.
He shoots the leprechaun first.
Yeah.
Twice upstairs.
And the leprechaun runs behind the crate, and he says, "Your bullets won't stop me forever. I'll keep coming back." But then we see the man pick up the leprechaun. Like,
yeah,
how
because
did
he shot him again. So he shot him twice upstairs,
and he shoots
but
him
he
a few
kept
times in the
running.
basement.
Shot him a couple times downstairs, but he shot him in the back, and that's when he went down. So I guess like too many shots. He ended up
need time to recover.
Yeah, and that's when he put him in the box.
That leprechaun's pretty frail too. I mean, a door chops his arm off. Just shutting a regular door rips his arm right off. So.
Well, he places the 4-leaf clover on the crate, like you said, and then he starts pouring the gasoline all over him.
Well, my point is, why in the hell did they have this
And his wife.
wooden crate
It'll burn. Yeah,
down here? It's an empty crate.
Really weird. Yeah.
It's a very coincidental thing that this is already here.
It was in case of leprechaun.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, nobody has a wooden crate just empty in their fucking basement.
Right.
It just seems, I don't know.
Well, he starts carrying his wife up the stairs and out of the house, but before he can get there, he tries to light this match. But as he does, he starts having a heart attack. And
Stroke or something.
Yeah,
Well,
they say it's a stroke. I thought he was dead. He's alive.
I was too. Yeah, I thought he was too. I thought he was
but
dead.
you find out he's not. But also, before he did that, he light the match, but then the leprechaun somehow inside the crate blew out the match.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yes, because you hear him like, and then the match just goes, and then that's when you see him like fall, like he's already like halfway down, but then that's when you're like, oh, his arm kind of like gave out because he's having a stroke, heart attack, whatever.
He blew the stroke into him too.
Yeah.
Then we see a red Jeep driving through the North Dakota land 10 years later. They pull up to the same house, and we meet Jennifer Aniston's character, Tori, and her dad, and she is fine as hell.
She is definitely
Smoking.
fine as hell, definitely fine, but she is complaining, talking about how she's in bumfuck New Mexico and how she doesn't want to be here. And he's just like, it's North Dakota. Like, and then she's just like,
she's wearing this short little polka dotted dress.
it's blue.
Blue.
It's navy
white.
blue.
Yeah,
With
But
white
she
polka dots.
has purple shoes on, purple heels on. I'm like, is that why?
Well, then later they're painting the house bright red and blue.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah. She's got bad taste, probably.
That
I'm just
dress
kidding.
was like right at the limit of seeing cheeks. I'm telling you, I was on
Yeah, it
the,
was
on the
pretty
screen
close.
like it.
Get the hell out of here. No, you're not.
Yeah, you were on the floor looking at
So we are making the assumption that I'm assuming she's underage for her to have divorced parents, for her to be visiting. Are we making that assumption, or does it really matter her age?
I don't think so. I think she has a job somewhere. I don't know.
She says her mom
she's
lives
got
in
money.
LA.
I know
because her mama has money, not
in
her.
real life, she was like 23 when they filmed this. So
I wonder.
I don't know.
I didn't look that up.
I don't know if that matters for the character, but
I don't know. They didn't really say how old she was.
Because I took it as that her parents are divorced, her mama's in LA, and then her dad's in North Dakota, which is buying a random house. Like, if you're about to get your daughter for the summer or however long, I don't know. Like, why would you buy a house that's run down like this?
Builds character. Yeah,
He
she
already
was-
knows her, like her.
Oh, maybe he don't like that. Maybe he's trying to change that. But she does complain about the dust, the bugs, and
Did you see the big ass tarantula?
they do go into the basement and they do see the giant tarantula.
Which they don't live in North Dakota. Like, we looked that up. The tarantulas, like, there is no tarantulas in North Dakota.
well, and the back end of it looked really weird. It had like two like
Little feeler things.
like but they were like pointed upwards, which I didn't think they had them like that. I don't know. It's weird.
Are they native to North America at all?
I don't.
I couldn't say. I would guess they're in New Mexico if they're in. Yeah, that's my wild guess.
Like tarantulas in the wild?
Yeah.
Oh, like Brazil, South America or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they're here, but you never know.
Well, she's seen enough, and so she's leaving. So she's on the phone, and she's walking out the door, and she ends up running into this guy spilling his paint, and she tries to pay him.
Tropical rainforest, arid deserts, North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Australia. So,
Well, they are here, but not in North Dakota.
Probably not
Deserty.
North Dakota, yeah.
Well, she tries to give him $20 for bumping into him, and he's like, "You're going to give me $20 for spilling my paint?" And she's like, "All right, how about 40?" And he's like, "Well, how about a sorry?" And they get to talking, and she kind of starts, liking the guy, and decides she's going to stay.
He's a
This is
good-looking
stupid.
painter, yeah.
He is good looking.
this is stupid because it's like,
He's got the guns.
I mean, like, I get they both ran into each other, but like neither one of them for real seen each other. Like, she's looking around, he's not, like, I don't know. I guess things do happen where neither of the person's paying attention, but also at the same time, like, he's trying to make her say sorry, but like, bitch, you didn't say sorry either. You also ran into her too, and then like, I don't know. I get it. He's handsome and things like that, but like, for me, if your personality is shit, like, you ain't cute no more, and like, you're trying to be like you the problem. I'm not liking
He left
that.
his paint in the walkway too. That's kind of on him. So.
There's a certain level of beauty where you can have a bad attitude.
No,
Okay, I'm just
maybe
saying.
for a female,
me.
for
Female.
Doesn't work on me.
Oh, it works on me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's a limit.
I believe
you know,
that about
don't be
you,
tossing
but
no N-words at me or nothing, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd hope not. Yeah, I would hope that. I hope you got a line somewhere in there. Yeah.
no, for me as a woman, there is no way. Like, you can be the sexiest man alive, but if your personality is shit and you treat people like shit, you are the ugliest motherfucker ever. Like,
Well,
no.
that's
I mean,
the
that's
thing.
post-nut clarity, you know.
No, that's
the thing.
beforehand.
I've had to explain this to dudes for my entire life. Like when they do the celebrity crush thing, they'll be like, "Oh, this lady's so hot." I'm like, "Just don't think we'd get along." Like, that's literally how I am. Like if I don't think I would get along with the person, they're not attractive anymore. I mean, they're attractive, you know what I mean? But like, I don't think I would pursue them. Kind of thing. So,
Well, then we meet Ozzy and Alex. Only the Ozzy is a little bit of mentally handicapped individual.
but he's not really though. I can't figure out what's going on.
I
there.
Googled it because I'm like, something's okay. I'm sorry. I researched it.
There you go.
He does, it's between two things. He has autism or he has a developmental disability. So he does have something.
But you can't get a surgery to fix that.
Pretty much like whiskey.
Yeah, very much like whiskey, I would say. Yeah, or his roommate.
Damn, y'all.
Either one.
Back to
So, Alex is a kid.
yes.
And we can tell that their relationship is kind of he gets tired of Ozzy talking too much, so he ends up just shooting him in the face with a slingshot.
What did he? Was it a piece of gum? Like, what was it?
At first, I did not like Ozzy for a second. Then I just started hating that kid and liking Ozzy. I liked Ozzy for the rest of the movie. Hate that little kid.
Ozzy's definitely, he's just like, he loves magic. Like, he's all about, like, because what at that point in time he was talking about like a UFO or something, like a sighting, or like he's just like in his own world, completely fine.
It just didn't seem that special. I don't know.
Talking too much, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hit in the face.
But you can tell that Alex.
It in the
You can tell that Alex kid is more mature than his age, because I mean, like, he's already helping, because when the dad came out, he was like, well, do you guys need any help? And he's just like, well, due to liability, you're not allowed to help us. Like, we got to be able to do like this, like things like that. So like, he's definitely more, he's not his age.
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But you do find out that the Nathan guy that Tori has a crush on is brothers with Alex, but Ozzy is Alex's friend.
Okay.
He's not related to them.
And they kept referring to Ozzy and the little kid as boys, and I was like, is he supposed to be a kid, or are you just saying that because of his mental situation? Like, because if that dude's supposed to be a kid, y'all miscasted pretty bad. Like, that's rough. Like, that dude's like 40. Yeah. Like,
we go back to Tori. She's looking for Nathan, the strong guy, and he's in the basement. And then we get a glimpse of the leprechaun. He's sleeping inside the crate.
This I'm like, this got on my nerves. Like, Nathan's downstairs in the basement, and a house that he is working on he's paying to work on this house. Like, he's not the owner of the house. He is down there looking for a tarp that the house like has. Like, he's a painter. You would think he would already have all the equipment that he needs, and it's not his place to go down somebody's basement and rummage through their shit to find a tarp. Like, that's not professional.
Like, maybe a broom or like a trash can, but a tarp, you're going to get paint all over him. You're going to destroy that.
Yeah.
And that's the basement. Like, if you're painting in the basement, maybe look around a little in the room you're in. But yeah, when we do stuff in people's houses, you stay where you're supposed to be, and you don't use their shit if you can avoid it. Like,
well, weird. Nathan sees the box and he suggests that they open it.
Again, not his stuff or his house.
Really
why in the
weird.
hell would he even offer? Like, why would he even say that?
We don't like him.
And before they could, they hear Ozzy scream. So they go up to find out what's going on, because maybe he might be in pain or something, and they see that he has paint all over his face.
Okay.
Ozzy.
I'm just going to say their painting job is fucking whack as hell at this point.
Yeah.
They're not cutting in. It's bright blue. Like, it's an old ass house. You would think you would have to pressure wash it first, do a primer, then do, like, if you're about to like have a movie, you got to at least do the research to it to do it correctly.
And they paint like a foot and a half of red, then they start painting the blue with none of that prep work. Yeah, I told Chelsea, I was like, what are they doing? Like, it's not, they're not painters. They're not, I'm not buying it.
Ozzy's covered in blue paint all over his face, and they're like, Ozzy, just go get cleaned up, man. He's like, I don't even like blue. So if it was a different color, it'd have been all right.
Yeah, of course.
But they also, like, they're supposed to be painters, but this is the second can of paint that they've already, like, wasted. I don't know how much paint is back then, but paint now is like $20 pop. And Nathan already spilled it by running into Tori, and then now Alex just dropped it on Ozzy. So, like, that's 2 cans of paint that's just
out. Y'all are cutting into your profits.
Well, not really much, because they're using the house's tools. Well, Ozzy goes to clean himself up, and he hears a kid singing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Hell no!
And he goes down to the basement, and that's where he hears someone in the crate. Says, "Let me out! Please let me out!"
If I was Ozzy hearing the child singing, immediately leave. Not going searching.
Yeah, you just go call the cops. Let them do it.
Something.
If you were Ozzy, you would be trying to figure out what a square looks like. Guy's not that smart. Listen.
That's rude. That's not true. He's better than that.
Ozzy's like, how did you get in there? Which is a good question. And so he goes down there to listen to the crate. But as he does, he brushes the 4-leaf clover off of it.
Okay, my point for this, if I was the leprechaun...
You'd bust out.
No, so the 4-leaf clover is on the top of the box. just kick the side of the boxes.
No, don't work like that.
Another thing is Chelsea has this weird ability to just like find 4-leaf clovers. She'll walk through the yard and just reach down and get one, right? Well, she gives them to me a lot of times, and I'll put them like on my desk or something. They don't last 10 years. Like that clover was in way too good a shape. I was like, Chelsea, the ones you give me are gone within like 3 months or less. You know, I mean, they shrivel up to nothing. So.
Well, maybe with a leprechaun near, they don't absorb some of that magic.
The leprechaun keeps him alive, so he's trapped. Like, it's an unfortunate thing about his powers. But.
Yes, so that allows him to bust out of the crate. The leprechaun wants to know where his gold is, but Ozzy doesn't know, and he runs. And the leprechaun says that you only get away because my powers are weak, because I need my gold. So he's just telling us the plot right now. You know, he doesn't have to tell us, but he told us.
Yeah,
Ozzy
I
runs,
do that a lot.
Ozzy runs out to the group and tells them that the leprechaun's in the basement. So Nathan leads the group back down to the basement to be like, what's going on, man? To make sure everything's okay.
I will say they did a pretty good job picking Nathan and Alex. I mean, I did have to research. They are legitimately not brothers, but they do have similar features and similar hair. So it's like, it did make me be like, are they truly brothers? So that was, I will give a...
I didn't even catch that they were brothers until you said it a second ago. So
Well, they only find a rat. And when they leave, they end up seeing a magical rainbow in the sky. And
so about the magical rainbow. Because later on, I'm like, why doesn't the leprechaun just pull up the rainbow to find out where his gold is? So, like, is this just something that randomly popped out of the sky? Or is this something that the leprechaun is doing?
maybe it's something the gold does. The gold, like the one ring wants to be found.
what is it? Just because this leprechaun is a shoe guy? What's with the shoes?
I think that's just a folklore
Is that
thing.
all leprechauns?
Yeah, I
they
think it's all
like
of
to
them.
shine, like they can't
I
help
think it's
themselves.
like a gnome type story. You know, like the peddler, and he was at night, the elves would, or gnome, I guess gnomes, I don't know, would
I
come
would just
and
like dump out the box
fix
of shoes that you're moving and then just run while he's
I don't
shining.
think they
them.
knew it yet.
Right. And that's only
True.
because Ozzy, because he was like, he has a buckle on the shoe, so it's
He
definitely
tried to
made it.
shine my shoes. It scared the shit out of me.
He did.
But Ozzy and Alex, not even Alex just followed Ozzy. And Ozzy's like, I'm going to go to the end of the rainbow. But being like, okay, rainbow has 2 ends. So he just randomly picked one end and
He got
ran
lucky,
to it.
yeah.
So
The closest. Ozzy's convinced that it's magic and decides to go find the end of the rainbow to find a pot of gold. Alex runs after him. Ozzy and Alex find the end of the rainbow, where they find a beat up old truck, and they end up finding the leprechaun's gold.
But at this point, Alex still does not believe that the leprechaun is real. Like, there's a fucking rainbow that you went to the end and you found a fucking pot of gold, like a bag of gold, not even a pot, but you found a bag of gold. How does he still not believe in leprechauns? Like, this is pretty... Like, this is like evidence right here. Like, at this point in time, you're like, okay, Ozzy's like always talking about like UFOs and like all this magical stuff, but like pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Like, how do you not believe it already?
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I got to see it first.
He's a little jerk, though.
But Ozzy says there's one way to find out if this gold is real: by biting it. But instead of biting it, he swallows the whole
He
coin.
swallowed. I don't. How?
That's normal. I've done that. Just going to defend him the whole time. It's not that crazy. Huh?
Well, they decide. Alex has a good idea to go downtown to the pawn shop or coin shop and say, see how much this is actually worth and how much they'll give him for it. And Alex says, we'll have enough money to get you an operation to make you smart. And Ozzy says, I am smart.
Yeah, poor
Alex says, well, yeah, kind of. You know, people make fun of you. And he says, make fun of me? And Alex is like, yeah, behind your back.
Yeah, not to your face. I mean, yeah, it's all right.
So it seemed like Alex was trying to be somewhat nice about the fact, like, he's younger. So, like, he is a kid. That's like a kid mentality of like, okay, like something's wrong with Ozzy. Like, he'll be able to get it fixed, yada, yada.
Right.
But like, then he's just like, yeah, because everybody's like talking mad shit behind your back. Like,
yeah,
that's an asshole moment right there. Like, you started out nice-ish,
Right.
and then you turn into like kind of an asshole.
Shot him with a fucking slingshot again. Yeah.
He had good means, you know. He had good little.
Get you that surgery and give you the rest of your brain. Yeah.
But back at the house, Tori and Nathan are painting the house, and he's showing her how to paint. And she goes to another bucket.
This is so stupid. Like, they are the painters. They are the ones being paid to paint the house. Like,
She wants to help.
No, she's trying to get digged down by him.
Yeah, that's
well, have
pretty
you
much
seen
it.
his guns? I was going to be trying to get digged down by him. Jeez, this guy's a stud.
I mean, for the 90s, that was about as good as it gets.
But she goes to get another bucket of paint in the truck. And as she's reaching into the back of the truck, the leprechaun starts stroking her leg.
Well, you already know that he said that he's going to go get something like on the other side of the house.
Not from under the truck.
So like she thinks that it's Nathan. So he would have had to like hurry up and like run around the house and like sneak underneath the truck and then start caressing her legs. Like, if that was true, that's weird as fuck.
Right.
Like, weird.
Or it's Ozzy or the kid or the dad.
All of those options are
none of those. Yeah, those
weird.
are all bad. And why are you allowing this?
I would rather it be the leprechaun than all those.
Yes,
three, you know?
absolutely. Yeah.
But she thinks it's Nathan, and then she turns around and sees him still working on the house, and then she tries to jerk away, which she gets scratched by, which I think the leprechaun wasn't trying to hurt her right there. He may have, 1,000 years or 10 years at least without anything, and he's getting a little.
I don't know how sharp his hands are.
I mean,
I
he's
think
got
they're
claws.
very sharp.
He's got claws at the end.
But I mean, I've seen
But
people with long fingernails.
But I think he's seen, because she's talking out loud. So obviously he's hearing it. And then when she turned around and seen Nathan, I think at that point he's just like, oh, fuck. She's realizing it's not the guy that she's wanting to caress her leg. Then I think he's starting to, like, I think he kind of clawed a little bit. I think it was both at the same, like, both reactions.
At this point, he's still harmless.
He already killed.
The old lady, the old lady fell down by herself.
But he didn't have to go after her. He already knew that was not her.
Tori jerked away, scratched herself. Tori jerked away, scratched herself. The old lady fell down by herself. This guy, he just wants what's his. He wants what is his. It's his goal. At this point, though, he has not been evil yet. He's been shot at for trying to get his property, his stolen property back.
Which I'm not defending. Oh, Danny O'Grady, like he fucked up. He brought that to like he is the problem at that one.
Drunk piece of shit.
Well, they end up seeing something running off by the tree, and her dad comes to the rescue.
She's seen something running off. They don't believe, Nathan and her dad don't believe that it was, because it was weird, because she's like, I thought it was you caressing my leg, and Nathan's like, you would let me caress your leg? And then she made some other comment about how she's used to it or something, and the dad's
what it
like,
feels like
wait,
when a man
what?
caresses my leg.
Yeah, because they were like, it's a cat or something.
Well, look at that fucking scratch and tell me that's a cat.
That would have to be a big ass cat.
Right. And then the dad's like, well, there's a big cougar. Let me reach down this fucking
like a possum or something.
Down to my shoulder in this hole.
He sticks his hand down in the hole of the tree.
Hold on, you're passing the fact that they started hearing a cat meow. So then they started.
They walk over to this broken down tree. They see this hole, and their dad's like, let me see if I can get it out of there. It could be a possum. It could be a skunk.
Why do you need to get it
raccoon?
out?
Because you would think of the cat, even if it's a kitten, it would be able to get itself out. I would have never stuck my hand in the tree, because like I've worked with cats, and if they're scared, they got two things: they got their mouth and they got the teeth and they got their claws.
Right.
But I would have just gone a flashlight and shined in there and seen.
Yeah, that's
But
a lot better than reaching out.
So far, I feel like if you would have shined a light to see it, so far, Leprechaun's power is he's just changing his voice. So far, you have not yet to see that he would have been able to change his appearance. So if they would have shined the light, then they would have seen that it was a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Well, he ends up getting bit.
Massively.
Really bad.
On the side of his like palm.
Yeah, you could see the teeth mark in there, and it don't look like no damn cat, raccoon, possum.
That cat got me.
No. That would have been able to fit in that hole.
That cat's got a dude's mouth. Like, it's crazy, dude.
So, yeah, and they do this terrible fucking effect where they just shoot their leprechaun, and they put the hole on the tree hole, and you can see his face in there with blood on it.
Just licking his lips.
So, two things about the leprechaun really quick. One, he doesn't really do an Irish accent. He just kind of talks like he talks in real life, Warwick Davis. And the other thing is it was really hard for him to walk in those goofy ass shoes.
Yeah.
So they kept doing weird things to show him move, like that first person view of just his legs, and it looks like somebody with legs on a stick and stuff. Like I was cracking up at that the whole time. But
so the gang, they all load up in the truck, and they take her dad to the hospital.
Well, the truck wouldn't start.
they
We
send the boy.
have to like specify this because it happens later on. The truck is broken down. Once he puts the key in the ignition, it doesn't go. And Alex goes out, opens the hood, and says like a decompressor cord or whatever you gotta do. He literally just like wiggles something, puts the hood back, and then it starts. First of all, why would you not take the Jeep? The Jeep is literally right there, and that's in working condition.
Right.
So go on.
And a little boy doesn't have to fix it.
Well, the leprechaun gets on a tricycle and follows them.
Well,
that's another power he's got. Chalk that up.
Question here is why did
stronger,
the
man.
leprechaun do the whole rainbow thing right here? Like they're all gone to the hospital. So why didn't he just do the rainbow to see? He's making the assumption that they do have the coins on their person because he's following them.
Right.
But he doesn't know. He's not 100% certain.
Well, Ozzy does have the one in his stomach, I guess. Maybe
Correct.
he's just chasing that, but I don't know.
Like a
I don't
homing
know.
beacon. Well, they make it to the hospital, and
That's a good
Nathan tells
question.
Alex and Ozzy to go get something to eat because they may be there for a while. But Alex finds this opportunity to take the coin to the collector. And the collector says that this coin could be worth $500, but it has some historical value. It could be priceless.
Wow.
And he wants a day with it to do some research on it.
That's kind of sketchy. I've never gone into a pawn shop to...
Not a pawn shop. This is a
coin shop, collector
Is it a
shop.
coin
The
shop?
collector.
I don't know. I'd be a little questionable about just leaving. Like he's like awed with it. I would be like, because you didn't get a ticket back. Like you would like they didn't get any information. They're just very trustworthy that this guy is just going to give the coin back.
It is a kid and a special guy, so
You could easily
can't
take
really
advantage of him.
I'm not going to knock him for getting ripped off. It's probably pretty easy prey if that shop owner, which I think that was what he was listed as in the credits, was just shop owner. He didn't get a name or anything. And then the leprechaun's like, bad shop owner. Bad shop owner.
Yeah, so Alex and Ozzy leave the coin with him, and the shop owner goes to put it in a safe, but he is attacked by the leprechaun, who
Okay.
bites him in the leg.
So you're bypassing the fact that he was very like questionable because he did hear some things and like he did walk around, see, but he didn't find anything. So he went back to the safe. Then this random ass tricycle bumps into his leg, and then he again like looks around, but then he goes right back to it. Fucking leave. I would have just left.
He's trying to get his gold back, his gold coin back, and get some. He knocks down the shop owner, and he gets a
Bad
pogo
shop
stip.
owner.
Yeah, he does tell him, bad shop owner, bad shop owner.
Chelsea thought he said like Shapona or something.
I did too.
Yeah. She was like, what did he call him? I said he said shop owner.
I had to turn the subtitles on after that, and I was like, what's a Shapona? That must be some kind of Irish thing.
Irish insult here. Yeah.
Oh, I always start off with subtitles.
I have subtitles on everything.
Yeah, dang Shapona. Well, he gets this pogo stick, starts hopping towards him, and the shop owner's like, he's just incapable of getting up.
I guess he's just stricken in fear.
I guess
That
so.
one knee is jacked, man. He can't get up. He's kind of portly too. So
Well, that's true.
But I mean,
he couldn't
if
just keep
you're-
up like Shawn Michaels.
right.
But like, if your life is on the line,
You're gonna
crawl.
get up.
You
Yeah.
gotta do something, like, because you see, like,
Maybe
I
it's
mean,
fear of pogo sticks.
As you know, I went to work with a split kneecap and a torn meniscus. I didn't think anything was wrong. I was just like, oh, it hurts real bad. Put my clothes on, went to work until after lunch. I finally went to the hospital. But so, dude could get up.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, he pogos on the guy to death. He just pogos him to death, which I've never seen this death in any movie ever.
That was all Chelsea knew about this movie.
This is the first one. The first pogo death I've ever seen.
She
at
was
least.
like, oh, God, I forgot he pogos this guy. I said, do what?
So this is where I'm like, it's fucked up. Like, okay, you can say that he didn't kill Leah, which I blame Leprechaun for, because if he didn't scare her down the stairs, and she wouldn't have snapped her neck down the stairs. But like,
Fair enough.
the shop owner didn't steal his coin.
Hey, possession is 9/10 of the law.
But like, he still did not steal it.
Yeah, he's got it. Leprechaun wants it. You did it, you know?
Yeah,
You got-
it's questionable.
You've
I
got
can
to
see
get it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he just
See,
jumps.
he's pretty portly.
He jumps on him to death. He does need suspenders.
Yeah.
A terrible death, terrible acting too with the death. And the leprechaun says, 1 down and 99 to go.
So now he's more powerful.
So we know he's missing at least 99 coins now. The leprechaun also trades a vehicle. He trades his tricycle in for a little toy pedal car, which I guess this is another one of his abilities because he upgrades that a little bit later on in no time.
He's a killer mechanic.
Tori and Nathan are at the diner and they're waiting for Ozzy and Alex. Nathan says that, look at the bright side. The worst is over. And you never say that. You never say, what else could happen?
Yeah, nothing bad could happen after this.
Well, while the leprechaun's on his way back to the farm, I'm assuming he gets pulled over for just being, a leprechaun, man. Some racist shit right here.
Maybe the guy thought he was a kid and he didn't have a helmet. But the cop was an asshole though.
Yeah.
From the start.
Like the cop thinks he's a kid, and let's see, where was
Shapona.
Oh yeah, the cop leans in and he's like, "Is that so, you little piece of shit?" Like right in the leprechaun says, and I'm like, "You think he's a kid? Like, why are you being like this? Like, take that little mask off, and all this." The cop's being a total dick to him.
Straight. Ugh.
That's true.
I don't ever.
If he thought it was a kid, why would you be like that?
I don't ever condone and be like, this person deserves to die. But from the beginning, he was just a straight up dick for no reason. He is definitely just this white guy that thinks that he's all powerful because he has a badge and he's just being a dick. But he didn't have to be a dick. I feel like if he wasn't one, the leprechaun probably would have left him alone.
Probably. If he just wouldn't have pulled him over, he'd been fine.
Just watch him go by.
But also, the leprechaun starts attacking him, but the cop runs into the woods. Why didn't the cop just run to his car behind him? Yeah.
Call for backup. Yeah, he kicks the little car. Okay, smart ass.
He is really
take
pushing
that mask off. And then he gets right down in his face. That was my favorite part. Look at him.
And when he does get down in the leprechaun's face, Leprechaun decides, well, you're close enough. I'm going to grab you.
Yeah.
So he grabs his face.
So you're a leprechaun.
And the leprechaun sees his gun, which I think is the only thing that distracted him long enough from just crushing this guy's skull in. And he takes his gun and tosses it.
Throws it.
If he had 2 coins, he could have crushed that.
Oh,
face.
man, yeah. He's only 1 coin strong right now.
1 coin wasn't strong enough. The 2 coins,
Well, the
wouldn't
officer,
even want to see that.
Like you said, runs off in the woods, and the leprechaun gives chase. And the officer at one point yells, "Get away from me, you little creep."
So he had a baton. So the gun was already thrown away. He had a baton. And then the leprechauns, at that point, he's jumping back and forth between the trees and taunting him and things like this. This cop throws the baton towards where he thinks the leprechaun is at. And he's just like you said, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, but he's... I don't want to say a typical overweight cop, but they're leaning really hard because he was eating a donut early. I feel like they're definitely leaning really hard on the not
Cop stereotypes. Huh?
Yeah. So you can tell he's running out of breath. He's not able to really run, and
the leprechaun ends up surprising him and jumping on his shoulders like a little kid for his neck ride.
But that was so stupid because instead of just keep walking, he decides to sit down by a tree. Keep fucking walking.
Yeah, what made him think that he was good?
Well, the leprechaun ended up snapping his neck. And back at the diner, Nathan tells Tori she looks a little skinny. She needs to try some of this meatloaf. And she says, no, that's cut up dead cow.
I feel like their relationship's getting weird again because I feel like right in this scene is when they first met. I thought when they were going through the whole painting and flirting, they were kind of getting they were good.
Well, he didn't know what she ate.
Now he's getting back into being looking down on her
did he smell her shoe?
He took her shoe and he was
he held it for too long. I wasn't looking at the screen, but I was did he just huff her shoe?
He's making a point that the leather on her shoes is dead cow.
I remember that, but he doesn't give it back right away, and she's be a good example for the boys. Again, Ozzy, the 40-year-old man.
They do show up. Ozzy and Alex show up. And then we see the leprechaun ransacking the house looking for his gold. If he finds the box of, then he finds a box of Lucky Charms.
I don't think it says Lucky Charms. It says something else on it.
It does say something else, but no, I think it does say Lucky Charms, but it has a different mascot on there, not the original mascot from Kellogg's. Yeah, it's something else. And he tries to eat it, and he's like,
Blech. Spits it out.
Disgusting.
I missed that.
Yeah, and then he finds a mirror and he scares himself. And then he's going through the house still, searching for everything. He finds all the shoes in the house and he starts to clean them.
I don't like this is stupid to me.
It might be a folklore thing.
It's pointless. It's entirely pointless. Like he's on a revenge to find his gold and a pair of shoes, multiple pairs of shoes. Sidetrack him?
It's a folklore thing. I think it's perfect because
he's either sick or it's a folklore.
Because he's an unstoppable being, like Superman. And every unstoppable being, unless
shoe thing, yeah,
unless they have some kind of weakness, I don't like that character. I don't like people who are just.
But shoes, that just makes him seem so stupid. Like,
no, it's just
you see a pair of shoes and it's just like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop. I gotta clean the shoes. Like, I don't know.
It may go back to the very first meeting between leprechauns and humans, where, like I said, the little gnome story of the peddler who was making the shoes couldn't make them. He was going to be out of a shop, but the gnomes at the night would make the shoes for him, and he was appreciative. It may go back all the way to that, from like the ancestors of these fake creatures.
Why not?
And now they just keep doing it out of,
But I feel like he passes up a lot of shoes that he could clean.
He does. He probably does.
Just saying.
But if the shoes with no feet, he got to have shoes with no feet.
No feet in the shoe?
Yeah, that's what really gets him. So
he really went that.
really gets him going there. The group comes back to the house and finds everything everywhere.
They blame it on a bear. Nathan blames it on a bear.
Except for their shoes on the table, nicely stacked.
Which Tori is weirded out by it. She's like, why are the shoes here? And then Nathan's just like, it's a bear. It's a bear. And I'm just like, a bear went fucking gather all the shoes and clean them and put them on the table.
A little weird for a bear.
Yogi might, which the director did do a couple episodes of Yogi.
Get the hell out of here.
Picnic baskets.
But they sometimes come down from the mountains, is what Nathan says.
But again... The shoes. No one handled the shoes. And then also, they didn't come home with a dad.
He's a pervert.
So I'm assuming he's staying at the hospital. Is it surgery?
For a hand surgery. Fight. Yeah.
Surgery.
Not something I've ever heard of.
Well, Tori says she's leaving and not looking back. And she walks out the door.
She immediately comes back and like, it's too dark out there.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
And the group decided to clean up the mess. And as they're doing so, they hear a bell. But Ozzy had just found the bell, and it wasn't the leprechaun. So we're all safe, let the guard down. That's fine. So why would we be scared of it? Have we heard that before in the movie? Like, has there been bells ringing?
What, the leprechaun is scared of bells?
No. The group was. They heard the bell, and they were like, oh.
Well,
and
they
then they find out it was Ozzy.
It was Ozzy who had it. But maybe it's because they didn't know, like, they assume... Ozzy's never had the bell before, so maybe they were just like, well, he still doesn't have it. So like, who had it?
Did Ozzy say something about him having buckles and bells on or something?
Is it a buckle on a shoe?
Yeah,
I know he said buckle, but did he say he had a bell noise or something?
No.
I wonder if it was something like that. But
well, maybe it's just the fact that like Ozzy didn't have it, and then they heard something, and then like they already walked in the house ransacked. So they're like, ooh, is the person? Even though Nathan said it's a fucking bear, maybe the person is still there and like teasing him. Wow. But also at the same time, like Ozzy and Alex went into the living room. Tori's like, I'll get the room set up. Why are the fuck the painters are staying here?
Yeah, all night
like,
with
it's weird. Like
they're dedicated to their job.
No, like
any
it's
other
weird.
painter would be like, looks like you got a lot going on. I'll come back on Monday.
Like I'm gonna drop you off at the hospital with your dad, and then they're gonna go finish the job. They're not gonna stay with her at a restaurant, come back, stay at the night at the house.
There's other motives.
For the one guy
is trying to get
is
up
not
in that.
going to dick her down with Ozzy and Alex there, like in
I don't know. It was the 90s.
Yeah, he could easily distract them. Throw a ball in the woods. There'll be hours finding that.
Come on now. I'm just.
Well, they hear the bell ringing again, and Tori's like, "Come on, Ozzy, cut it out with that stupid bell." But the bell's sitting on the counter where they all can see it.
Yep, and obviously Ozzy is not messing with it.
And Nathan says it sounds like it's coming from outside, and he goes outside to check it out. Like Freddy from Scooby-Doo. I'm gonna go check it out, gang. And Nathan somehow trips over a barrel and lands into a bear trap.
I don't get this. I mean, like he has a flashlight, but like If you're, this is what I like. This is what
So
kills
random.
me about movies is that like, yes, we're supposed to know it's dark outside, and normally you're not supposed to see things, but like if we're able to see the bear trap and like it's visible, you can't play it off that he didn't see it either because it's so dark.
Right.
Like, come the fuck on.
Well, the bear trap had to be some kind of leprechaun set and had to be magic influence because I didn't even know he was going to like walk. How did the leprechaun know he's going to walk right there, trip over that barrel that led him there? He could have just led him to the bear trap, but he had to trip over the barrel.
Bear trap
Yeah,
will
I don't-
fuck you up. I don't know if he got fucked up as much as it would have messed him up. So.
Yeah, it got him.
Isn't there an artery going down? I know there's a femoral
femoral
artery
in
at
your
the
legs there.
thigh, but like, does it go all the way down to your like your calf?
I feel like it goes at least to the knee. I don't know how far it goes.
Because I must say, this motherfucker would have bled out because it took out his
Probably.
whole calf.
Well, as he's sitting there in pain, the leprechaun comes out and just starts talking shit and taunting him. And he has an axe and he tries to chop at his boot, his shoe, which is kind of weird seeing that he loves shoes and whatnot. So it was weird that he would try to strike that.
I guess he could fix it later.
Yeah, I guess so. But the rest of the gang comes out and they try to help. And he made them kind of give the leprechaun the business. So he runs off.
So first, Tori told Ozzy to go call 911. Nathan told Alex to go get the shotgun. You hear Ozzy, or not you hear, but you see Ozzy on the phone with 911 saying, "This is Ozzy at the O'Grady's old house. The leprechaun is attacking. We need help. We need medical, yada, yada." And then you see Alex come back out with the shotgun, gave it to Nathan. Nathan's shooting him. Then Tori undoes the bear trap, gets him out. And then he shoots like 6 more times without reloading into the bushes because the leprechaun fell into the bushes.
He was unloading.
And then at this point in time, they're just still standing outside having a conversation because Ozzy comes out and Ozzy's like, "I called 911." And Tori's like, "Well, what did you tell him?" "I told him that a leprechaun's attacking us."
We did miss an important conversation between Ozzy and Alex. Ozzy, before the bell thing, after the first initial bell ring, Ozzy put the thing on the counter and he leans over to Alex and says, "Do you think you can kill a leprechaun?" And Alex says, "You can kill anything. You just got to know how to do it." And then he says, "Me, 357 Magnum to the little green guy's head. Boom, blood everywhere."
Not good.
Which is kind of foreshadowing because it's Alex that gives the final blow. But yeah, like you said, with
You were
all
jumping so far ahead with giving
that was behind.
about the whole final blow
That's
thing.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, it was light foreshadowing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at that
foreshadowing.
fucking paint job. All right.
Beautiful.
They didn't get very far.
No, and they're doing it weird as shit. Like,
But
anyway.
he does call the cops and he tells them the damn
Leprechaun's attacking
so
him.
they're not
believe
not
him at all.
cool.
Yeah,
They're
because
like,
they
"That
said
old
last week he called about a UFO.
Well, we find out the leprechaun does bleed green blood after all those damn shots. He actually hit one of them, at least. Nathan's able to get out of the bear trap that snaps back immediately as soon as he gets out. And it looked like it did hit him again, but
Yes,
terrible
like
acting.
it didn't.
Nathan decides to use all of those shots into the bush where he couldn't see. And then Nathan gets inside on the table just to realize that they need to get him to the hospital.
I don't.
It was a waste of a trip. They could have just took him to the car.
Just straight to which they take him to the truck. They take him to the truck that doesn't start.
damn
The
truck.
Jeep is literally closer to the front door than it is the truck. And I understand the Jeep's not enclosed, but like they can all fit in the fucking Jeep. Just go in the Jeep. Go in the Jeep.
Just take the reliable mode of transportation, please. Like,
And also they didn't bring any weapons into the vehicle, into the truck.
Yep. And so they're all in the truck, can't get it started, and they're like, "Hey, Alex,
That's fucked up. Send a kid.
start the truck."
Like, I get it. He's the one that normally does it, but like, no one's watching his back.
Yeah.
Like, they have no weapons. They don't even have the window down to be able to, like, hey, the leprechaun's here. Like, watch out.
good luck out there, bud.
Yeah, so he's very cautious. You don't see the leprechaun, don't hear of him. He opens the hood, and the leprechaun's inside chewing on the engine and shit. He ends up busting it open the front window and biting Ozzy's ear and getting a cigarette lighter to the face from Tori.
Tori ended up doing that.
Yeah, and he runs off into the barn where you can hear him welding and working on something.
But they're still waiting in the truck.
Yeah, it's
still
very
waiting.
confusing.
Well, he busts out of the barn with this little car all souped up. from obvious magic power because he ran the vehicle and
Does he have super strength or something?
Mechanic and a shoe guy for sure.
Yeah, and he rams the truck with his little vehicle, and it just knocks the truck
It did
right
like
over.
3 rolls.
Man.
Like, does he have super strength?
Something.
He's got magic.
Magic little baby car. Like.
And the gang somehow gets out of the truck
immediately,
mostly unharmed, and surprises him. I would surprise fucking me that nobody was harmed. And they run into the house and end up chopping his hand off inside the door because they slammed it on him.
Right.
But the hand somehow ends up crawling by itself and is able to reattach itself to the leprechaun. So I think it might have been a fear tactic, not necessarily he was, weak and just got him in there. He was
This will be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna freak him out.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice type shit. But Tori's able to get her mobile phone and call the police. The police chief ends up calling his officer, and it turns out it's the one officer who pulled the leprechaun over earlier.
That died in the woods.
Yes, and the leprechaun is doing his voice mimicry ability
In the car
And he's
with
able
the dead cop
to fool.
in the passenger seat.
Yeah, he carried him all the way up there.
I don't get that. Like, he killed him in the woods. He dragged him all the way back, however far it was, open the door, put him in the passenger seat, then drive his car into the woods because the car was on the side of the road because they ran into the woods. The car was not in the woods.
Right.
I don't get that. Like, what was the purpose of that? Like, they could have like completely not put the cop in that seat. Like, there was no point. There was no point.
I think it
Probably
was
something to do with shoes.
He has nice cop shoes.
Probably a shoe thing.
I think it was for the scare factor a little bit later on, but it was useless. So no one's coming to help. The group is in the house and they're forming a plan or a plot or to wait for the police. But Ozzy says that the leprechaun he's pretty mean, and Tori doesn't want to believe that it's a leprechaun.
But
she kind of snaps on him.
Did she see? She's seen him. She's seen this. Like, she's seen the leprechaun.
Yeah.
Would seem like
Well, she don't want to believe that it is a leprechaun.
It's just a strong little person.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, they let it slip about the gold. And so they end up telling Tori and Nathan about the gold and where it was. And Tori figures all he wants is the gold. So let's just go give it to him.
Yep, give it back.
And then they'll leave him alone once he gets the gold. So Tori gets a shotgun and goes outside to the well where Alex said the gold was. And the leprechaun appears. Well, she gives him the gold and he goes away and he starts counting it. Well, it turns out he's missing one piece.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole entire time while he's counting, they stay inside the house.
They think it's over.
Yeah.
They was like, maybe Ozzy and Alex will go off somewhere and me and Nathan can do our
But
thing.
Nathan's leg is bleeding out from the bear trap.
She can still
Some
ride
guys
that
are
man.
pretty. Some guys are pretty desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do anything. Bear trap be damned.
So at this point, I forgot this part, but Tori ends up telling Alex to boil a pot of water for Ozzy's ear. So instead of going to the car and going straight to the ER, they decide to go stay in the house.
Yeah.
And to tell Alex to boil a pot of water.
Very weird.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What's up with the boiling the water? What does that do for?
Disinfecting.
Oh, is that
like
what it does?
is a disinfect. Like boiling water, you're supposed to like clean it out, yada yada, clean the ear, and because it was starting to bleed.
Right on you.
It's supposed to like help clean out the wound.
I would think that you'd put something else on it, but yeah, or like boil like a bandage before you put it on there or something.
I think they were trying to set up the scene for a little bit later, but like it doesn't make sense. Just like take out this whole entire fucking scene and just get them into the like vehicle and get like all of this scene was pointless.
Right.
Like, completely and totally pointless. They just could have started it where they were in the vehicle on the way to the ER.
Well, he goes back to the house and starts attacking them. And they get the better of him at one time and almost think that he's dead just for him to hop up and run away through the house at this point.
Well, you missed the part where like the whole point of the boiling of the water, he ended up the leprechaun ended up putting his hand on the, grill on the stove and burnt his hand. So that was the only reason why Tori mentioned the whole boiling of the water is so the leprechaun got his hand burnt.
Poor guy.
Poor leprechaun.
Yeah, but Nathan is carrying an unloaded weapon throughout the house. Looking
Why do you
for
say
the
it's
leprechaun.
unloaded?
Because he never reloaded.
Yeah,
he
but-
shot like 50 times to the bush.
Probably shot more than that shotgun holds,
Right.
you know, in its entirety.
But also, my thing is, the fridge and the stove works. The outdoor lights work. Why are they not turning on any of the fucking lights inside the house? And then if I was Tori, because you see Tori like standing behind Nathan and holding on to Nathan the whole entire time, and he's the only one that has a weapon. If I was Tori, I would have also grabbed a weapon.
Then they ask, is it clear? And that's when the leprechaun starts skateboarding down the hallway, left and right.
forth.
And Nathan's just blasting and missing.
So I counted. It was 7 shots, and he still did not reload.
And where did he get more ammo?
I don't know.
They must have a lot because they're just firing them off like.
He's like
they've got
Yosemite
plenty.
Sam. He just don't have to reload. He's got a
Pretty
limited ammo.
crazy,
He's
yeah.
got a cheat code. Well, he ends up popping out of the floor, and they get a shot off at him, and he runs to the basement again, and the phone rings. And it's the leprechaun looking for the rest of his gold.
But so at that point, Tori.
They thought, who is this? Hello?
But they already knew that
Where's
the
me
line
gold?
was dead. The line was already dead. So like it's crazy that she even answered it in the first
That's
place.
hilarious.
But she like tore it off of the wall, threw it, but it still rung again. But the phone was off of the hook. It wouldn't have been able to run.
Right.
Leprechaun magic right there.
Yeah, that's more magic.
That's hilarious, though. He's just like, I'm in the basement. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Call is coming from
Why'd y'all
inside
find
the
this
house.
fucking hilarious?
Yes.
I did not laugh once.
Well, they figure out Ozzy figures out what he wants, and it's that last gold coin that he swallowed.
Which is wild to me. Like, I understand the leprechaun's very, very possessive of his gold, but you have 99 coins. You're really going to fuck with these kids just to get one piece back.
Yeah, he's had 10 years to think.
Like, this is crazy. Just be fine with what you
He's
got.
bitter as shit. Yeah, he's fucking pissed off. Poor fella.
So they start to make a plan to get the last gold coin that he swallowed, and they decide to go out to the dad's Jeep. Finally. And they get out there. So when they
Because Tori was going to go.
Yeah,
Tori was going to go to the hospital because the plan was to figure out, because Dan O'Grady is at like a facility, like a nursing home facility, even because he had a stroke 10 years ago.
That's when you find out he's still alive.
Yep. So that was the plan, was
that's the
Tori's
plan.
going to go to the Jeep, drive to the facility.
And so they leave the house. Leprechaun shows up, but they start throwing shoes at his
This
ass.
pisses me off. Like, he's not a fucking dog fetching a shoe.
I'm telling you, they got to have one weakness.
The four-leaf clover is his weakness.
Yeah, but you got to have more than one. Superman had kryptonite, and people are like, fuck that. If you don't have kryptonite, you can't beat him. It's bullshit. So they added magic, and that's even cooler. So now Superman's weak against magic. No sunlight. I'm sorry,
and
man.
he fucking loves feet or something.
This, like
So he starts to go clean, and as he's throwing them, they're pulling off, and he's even looking at him like, God dang it, I gotta
get these shoes clean.
I'll come and get you.
drives me nuts.
Oh, that has to hurt.
But he's 99 coins strong now, so
Yeah, he's cleaning like a motherfucker.
yeah, and it just adds to the lure of the leprechaun, man. I just really appreciate it.
just makes him look stupid to me. Like, just
He
makes
has a
him
folly.
I mean, he's an idiot. Yeah.
He has something he has to do. There's like a deficit, you know what I'm saying? He can't be all powerful. If he was a god, he would just got it back. We wouldn't have had a movie, and it'd have been over with.
I think I would have preferred that.
Yeah,
That might have been a better movie. I don't know.
I don't like it because they didn't stick with it. Like in the rest of the Leprechaun movies, he don't give a fuck about shoes.
See, that's what I thought. I was telling
Yeah.
Chelsea, I was like, I don't remember him doing the shoe shit in any of the
He
ones I've
doesn't.
seen.
This is the only one he does it in, and I guess he's just working on his weaknesses
That's
or
so
something.
weird.
But yeah, so he's done with the fucking shoe thing. So Tori leaves, and she ends up going to the hospital, retirement home, whatever, and the leprechaun follows her. She goes and finds the room number of Dan O'Grady.
But how she did it was the security officer is knocked the fuck out at his desk. She sneaks up. There was a message paper like thing. She moves that over, gets this metal clipboard, sees it, puts the clipboard back. But you can see that there was an inconsistency because where she placed the message paper thing was no longer where it was at. It was on like the opposite side. So I was like, ooh, that's an inconsistency. But also like, there was only one security officer. Like when she's walking to Dan O'Grady's room, there's literally no staff, no nurses, no employees, like nothing.
I've been in places like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think people plan on robbing or beating old people.
When I did DoorDash for a bit, that you just deliver food and just walk into these facilities. Like
that's not safe.
And I would like there'd be medicine and stuff. I'd be like, why am I in here? Why am I already in here? Like, back of Walgreens. I mean, you got to go to all kinds of crazy.
So he's like, sir, what's your credentials? He's like, I'm DoorDash.
Oh yeah, come right on. Just go wherever you want. You got a sack. You got a fucking sack from McDonald's. Go ahead. Nuts.
Well, she finds Mr. O'Grady and she tells him that it's out. And he says, so you believe it then? And she says, how do we stop it? And he says, well, there's only one way to kill a leprechaun, but I'll never tell you. And that's when the wheelchair turns around and it's the damn leprechaun again.
Damn it.
And he starts chasing her down the hallway in this wheelchair. And she runs to the elevator and tries to escape. But out of the roof bursts the real Dan O'Grady.
He got some still dark hair. He got some dark,
he wasn't gray at all.
nothing.
And he tells her that the only way to kill it is the 4-leaf clover.
And she's just like
put
crying.
it on his body.
She's crying, and she's like, "We need to get you down from there."
And he's like,
because he's hanging from
too late for that.
Hanging from the top of the elevator.
Yeah. You can kill him. Go
I'm
do it.
fine. Get a clover.
So she drives all the way back to the farm and starts looking for a 4-leaf clover, but the leprechaun sees her and gives chase. What a tight body she had in this scene. Let me tell you something.
Did you write that down?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
There was a note in here.
I was like, I figured. Yeah, that
You look
sounds
good in them 90s shorts, man.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that outfit was really cute.
We're on the same page.
Oh yeah.
But
same
when but when she was picking for the 4-leaf clover at the top of the hill next to the well, there was this weird green light. Like the truck was right behind, or the Jeep was right behind her. So like it should have been the Jeep headlights on it, but like it was some weird shade of green light shining on it.
She was like, that's methane gas.
Yeah, no big deal.
Well, she runs through the woods and finds the police car.
Why run towards the woods? The house is literally right there.
Yeah.
But it's the same police car from earlier with the dead cop in it. And I know they reused this, and they didn't have to. Like we said earlier, he could have just, left him in the fucking woods and done whatever. But that's where the scare thing is, where she gets into the car and is like, I need help. It kind of reminds me of the Jurassic Park scene where Samuel Jackson's character's hand comes on the girl and she's like, oh, thank God you're here. And it's just his hand. He's like,
Yeah.
So I think that was the same kind of effect they were looking for in this one. She's like, oh, thank God you can help me. But he's
dead.
He's
but
dead.
I mean, like, to me, it's pointless. They could have done something else, figured something else out. But she did get his baton and stab the leprechaun in the eye.
Didn't he throw the baton in the woods? So the leprechaun brought that back too.
Yeah,
I guess he ended up finding that.
Or he had a second one.
I feel like only one. But then she
We see
gets
his
into
magical
the
powers.
back seat of the car. Leprechaun gets in the front seat and takes out the cop's eye to replace his eyeball.
Eye for an eye.
Yeah, and it works. I think it was just a fear tactic. I think he could have regenerated his eye at any time, but he just wanted to really fuck her up on that one. So
Yeah, it's weird, yeah.
yeah, but when he gets it all together, he ends up getting blasted again.
Because Nathan comes.
Yeah, with a shotgun.
But he's
Getting
like, his
blasted.
calf is like half out because he got into the bear track. It's like, you've seen him walking normal to the car. And then once he got done shooting and things, like, then he put his limp back on. So I'm like, he's not a very good actor, Nathan is.
Alex has an idea, and he grabs the bear trap that the leprechaun had used. And while the gang is looking for the 4-leaf clover, they try looking.
So Ozzy, Nathan, and Tori is at the top of the hill by the well looking for a 4-leaf clover. They left Alex in the house, but then Alex is like, I'm going to get him. So he takes the bear trap, goes to the shed barn thing, and sets up a trap. But the leprechaun is literally in the fucking rafters just watching him.
Yeah, but Tori's like, I believe.
No.
Believe.
No.
She believes.
She ends up being like discouraged. This is pointless. This is going to work. So Ozzy's just like,
Ozzy too.
And then
I'm tired of your shit, Ozzy.
Yes. But Ozzy's like, you just have to believe. You have to believe. And then she's like, okay, I believe. And then that's when she found it.
She found it immediately after
she trashed Ozzy.
Yeah.
And that's when Alex is in the barn setting up that trap, like you said. And he's grabbed by the leprechaun and almost thrown into the bear trap.
Yep.
But that's when Ozzy comes in and tells him, hey, I swallowed the last gold coin, leprechaun. And he's like, well, I guess it's your stomach I want then.
He did that to save Alex.
Yeah, he starts chasing Ozzy, and Nathan and the
Leprechaun chases Ozzy. I
Yep.
think Ozzy trips or the leprechaun trips him. He gets his buckle from his shoe
yeah, he
and
starts-
starts slicing, but
Oh,
he
man.
slices
Messing
Ozzy's
up Ozzy.
face. But he's supposed to be getting his stomach to get his intestines. So I don't know why the fuck he just starts
That's a little
attacking
torture.
his face.
Torture never
But
hurt anybody.
Yeah.
then,
And
what
Alex
happens
is like, I can save you. And he puts some gum on the 4-leaf clover into a slingshot and says, fuck you, Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
and that's when
Yeah.
Leprechaun turns around and
Shoots
just for
him.
some reason his mouth is hanging open
Clover
and
right
blast
into his
him,
mouth. And he starts doing this nasty metamorphosis melting thing like Wizard of Oz, the wicked witch, but a more grotesque version of that. And he falls into the well. But he starts to crawl out of the well, and Nathan goes and gives him some of that old American butt of the gun.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he's finally out of fucking ammo.
Yeah, there's no way he's got shells left. Yeah.
but
Followed
where
by
does
gasoline.
where does the bag of gold go?
I guess with him, wherever he
To
held-
Leprechaun hell.
Yeah, wherever he
Okay,
kept
so
it
it
at.
doesn't like magically like just evaporate because he's dead.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Maybe. I don't
Not
know.
magically delicious. That,
but like
I mean, there's a second one, so.
yeah.
Dan definitely said that the 4-leaf clovers is deadly to leprechauns.
Mhm. And he's swallowed it. He says you got to put it in
He's
him.
swallowing it and he's like literally melting. How in the hell is he coming back? Like I don't get this.
Listen,
You got to put 2 clovers.
there it is.
I don't get
One
it.
wasn't enough.
Yep. And
But he blows up the
he
like you
puts the
said. Nathan
gasoline.
gets the nest in there.
And he throws the match in there. And you know,
Blows up.
you get the feel of the end of the movie because one, you get the explosion. You know, I guess they had some extra money left over and they were like, hey, let's add an explosion.
Yeah.
So they create the explosion out of the well. The sun starts to rise, which is one end to like a 80s horror movie. Is the sun rising
Yeah.
and the police arriving. Once the police arrive, you know, all
How
right,
in the hell are they
we're
gonna
good.
explain this?
It's just
The cop's dead. They are fucked up. Like the well's blown up. Like how are they going to explain this?
Just make sure that Ozzy's not the one. Probably because those
Not the one
cops don't give a
explaining.
shit about him.
But as they're the camera's like leaving out, like a helicopter, you know, just leaving out of the place, backing away from the scene, and we hear the leprechaun's voice.
Do you have it?
I will not rest until I have me gold. That me so shall dwell till
Oh,
I
no,
find the
no, no,
magic that breaks
no.
me spell.
No,
Oh my god! I guess you got it. You better do it in the leprechaun.
no, just do curse this
Leprechaun
well.
verse. Leprechaun verse. Let's go. Here we go. Best
How
you
does
got.
it?
It's
I'll
lighter.
not rest till I have me gold. Curse this well that me some shad
You don't even
shall
have it.
dwell till I find me magic that breaks me spell. You missed the whole curse
You
this
fucked
well.
everything up.
Curse this well.
That well's definitely cursed. So.
I don't know about Leprechaun 2. Does it have something to do with that well?
I've never seen the second one. I don't
He's
think.
not.
Gonna have
He's
to
not
watch
alive. Like he should not be alive.
Should not.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
he's
there
got
should
magic.
be a way to kill him, or why wouldn't he just come back?
I mean, if you want to talk about magic and shouldn't be alive, didn't Voldemort die like 6 times in the
Yeah,
fucking
but
Harry
he
Potter
had
series?
those
Horcrux.
yes, Horcrux. Thank you. So
Yeah.
like,
So why can't he
it was
have
like
one?
a cat with like 9 lives
Well,
because he
why
had
can't the
those
leprechaun have
split.
one?
Because that's not explained in this one.
Well,
Harry
don't-
Potter was explained,
It didn't
so
explain
it makes
the
it
last
work.
movie.
It makes it work.
So, well, they might explain in a later movie
No.
then. Leprechaun might be having. But anyway,
Thinking Leprechaun in space. I'm just kidding. Not even going to try.
the words go, the screen goes black and the words go up on the leprechaun.
Ozzy's definitely going to have to get that gold coin surgically removed. There's no way he's going to be able to pass that.
It's a pretty sizable coin, but
It was, but yeah.
He's not going to be able to pass that. Like he's
might.
going to get a blockage. And then also with it being pure gold, I'm assuming the chemicals from the gold would cause a lot of damage just in itself.
Might cause superpowers. It is magic.
Doubt that.
Never know. He probably just likes shoes now.
Gosh.
But let's go on and tell some of these people about some facts they probably didn't know about the leprechaun.
Extra, extra, hear all about it.
We got the facts.
All right, I'll start this bad boy off with Jennifer Aniston had to run in slow motion. In the scene where the leprechaun in a wheelchair chases her character Tori through a retirement home, Warwick Davis had trouble manipulating the wheels. To make the chase look more realistic and keep the camera focused on the action, Aniston had to run in slow motion so that Davis could keep up. Koala?
Warwick Davis started to regret making the film, but due to Aniston's later success on television, many people rented this film and it spawned a lengthy series of sequels. Allegedly, it was one of Warwick's favorite movies. So I feel like that kind of is inconsistent, but whatever. Panda.
The film's tone shifted dramatically during production. Originally conceived as a straight horror film, the final product became a horror comedy thanks to Warwick Davis. The actor injected humor into this role, and the director Mark Jones agreed with this change, adding more comedic elements. However, producers later insisted on reshoots to increase the gore and violence, hoping to attract an adult audience. Koala?
Warwick Davis had repeatedly accused Jennifer Aniston of denying that the film exists. Aniston replied to Davis that she considered Leprechaun her first film success, but her beginnings as an actress embarrassed her and apologized for ghosting the film. Go Panda.
A conflict with General Mills led to an iconic line. The filmmakers initially had permission from General Mills to use a box of Lucky Charms cereal in a scene. After seeing the finished film, the company rescinded its permission. This forced the crew to reshoot the scene with a generic cereal box. In retaliation, a line at the end of the film was changed from "Your luck just ran out" to the much more memorable "Fuck you, Lucky Charms."
Dang.
Koala?
Jennifer Aniston's feature film debut. 1 year later, she would become a household name as part of the ensemble cast of The Friends, 1994.
I didn't know it was that close together.
Panda.
The set was a blasphemous clash of styles. The horror movie was filmed at Valencia Studios, where Terminator 2 Judgment Day had just finished production, and a Big Sky Ranch, the same location where family-friendly shows The Little House on the Prairie and The Waltons were filmed. Warwick Davis reportedly described the experience of the filming a gory horror movie in such a wholesome setting as a little blasphemous. Koala?
When casting Jennifer Aniston, she almost didn't get the role as the executives wanted a blonde valley girl. Director Mark Jones recognized that Aniston had star power the moment he saw her audition, but he had to fight to get her the part. Eventually, they agreed to cast her when Jones promised to have Aniston bleach her hair, which never happened. Jones said that she was charming and easy to work with. Warwick Davis also said she had a lot of ambition and knew she would be a breakout star someday. I don't know. Like, she portrayed the Valley Girl part really good. Like, I don't think her bleaching her hair would have changed how she acted or seemed. Panda?
Warwick Davis got a huge thank you from a former vice president. The filmmakers needed to secure a working visa for Warwick Davis to film in the U.S. To speed up the process, they got help from the office of then Vice President Dan Quayle? God damn it. As a result, Quayle received a special thank you credit in the film. Koala?
When it came to casting, everybody wanted a little person to play the Leprechaun, but someone asked director Mark Jones about Warwick Davis. Hot off his success with Willow 1988, Jones didn't think such an accomplished actor would be interested in starring in his low-budget horror film. Eventually, he took the chance and sent the script to his home in England. Davis read the script and was delighted at playing a villain. As an actor, he was going through dark times and hadn't worked in 7 or 8 months and was at a point where he wasn't sure if he wanted to continue acting. Shortly after receiving the script, his newborn son passed away, and he felt it could be therapeutic for him and his wife. He really wanted to express his dark side when creating his take on the character as his first villain role. Panda?
George Lucas gave his blessing. At the time of filming, Warwick Davis was under contract with Lucasfilms following his starring role in the George Lucas-produced fantasy film Willow. Davis was not sure if he would be able to do Leprechaun, but Lucas gave him permission, earning him a special thanks in the credit as well. Koala?
The film grossed nearly $15 million in sales in VHS and DVD formats, thanks to the worldwide recognition of Jennifer Aniston. Panda?
The Leprechaun's makeup was a long, uncomfortable process. Warwick Davis had to endure a grueling 3-hour makeup application every day to become the Leprechaun. Removing the prosthetics and paint took another 40 minutes. He has said in interviews that it was not a pleasant sensation. Koala?
The movie was filmed from October 28, 1991 to December 3rd, 1991, but did not release until January 8, 1993. Panda?
Okay, I know you spoke on this, but Jennifer Aniston wasn't proud of the involvement. For years after the film's release, Jennifer Aniston was very reluctant to talk about her role in Leprechaun. It was her first major film role, and at the time, she felt it was an embarrassing project. Her career took off just a year later with Friends, and she largely tried to distance herself from the horror film. Koala?
Warwick Davis performed most of his own stunts, mainly because it was challenging to find a stunt double that matched Davis's size. Unfortunately, during filming, he suffered a lung infection and the production was filmed with a double, with Davis dubbing over the lines in post after he was healed. The taller stunt double in the bear trap scene was Deep Roy. Despite this, he was the only actor who didn't get hurt when it came to stunts. Panda?
The film was almost much more family-friendly. Writer-director Mark Jones was inspired by the Lucky Charms commercial and films like Gremlins and Critters to create a horror movie about a mischievous leprechaun. However, the initial concept was more of a horror comedy for a younger audience. It was the studio's insistence on adding more gore and violence for the VHS market that led to the final, more bloody version. Koala?
Warwick Davis was actually a speed skater and was wearing his own skates during the scene when the leprechaun rides on the road before crashing through a fence. He did the stunt himself and said that the road was particularly rough, so the wheels didn't roll very well, and when he got to the gravel, he had to run over it to reach the fence. Panda?
That's it for me. I'm out.
When the leprechaun is in the police car impersonating the cop's voice, the reason why he was in the car to begin with was because there was a deleted scene that shows the leprechaun driving back to the O'Grady farm and eating donuts. Let's see, Warwick Davis felt the shoes were essential to the character. The huge platforms were a challenge to walk in, but once he got it down, they gave him a very distinctive gait. Davis said the shoes did more to get him into the character than even the makeup. Because of this, he insisted on having the shoes in every Leprechaun movie he starred in. Warwick Davis and Mark Holton are the only people in this movie that have been in another Leprechaun movie. Trademark wanted to remove the shoe throwing scene, but the director fought hard to keep it in. Although the female lead, Jennifer Aniston, denies the film, she held negotiations with Trimark Pictures to make the sequel, where one of the scripts focused on how the goblin would seek revenge on Tori Redding by tricking her into marrying him. Aniston was offered $25,000 but refused to reprise her character because she was focused on the Friends series that was starting its broadcast. So for Leprechaun 2, 1994, her character was replaced. And that'll be the last one.
All right. Well, let's move on to our final thoughts. I thought The Leprechaun was a good one.
Oh my gosh.
It was adventurous, comedic, and horror all in one. And for the time, it had everything you needed from a horror movie. The acting wasn't great, but the character itself is iconic. And Warwick Davis giving a little person such an iconic role that just falls in line with other characters like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Chucky, Pinhead, Wishmaster, Freddy Krueger. Characters that will always be synonymous with horror. It's just amazing. And with Jennifer Aniston starring in this, it was perfect. I mean, she looked great. She was probably the best actor in it. And even though it's still, she didn't do that great of a job, I still think this was a good one because it's an enjoyable film. It's something you can watch and then it makes you want to watch the rest of them, even though they may not be as good the first time, but Leprechaun is a good one. Spence, Goater, the greatest of all time. If you found a bag of gold and were threatened by a leprechaun, would you give him your wife as a sacrifice? Or would you say that Leprechaun was a good one?
First off, I would spill blood for those that I love. I want to make that clear.
You'd
rip his throat out, and I would spill blood for those that I love and care about.
You might have the strength to do that.
Yeah, in that scenario, that would be my first instinct. But yeah, it was pretty good. I'd say that.
Yeah, you say it was a good one?
I mean, like, it is a little forgettable because I know I watched it not that long ago and I did not remember a lot of it. But the character, like you said, very iconic. You know, I used to, if nothing else, I just used to see the damn VHS sleeve at the video store growing up all the time. And I was like, oh, that's horror right there. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like you said, Jason and all those others. Like, anytime I saw Leprechaun, I was like, oh, this is the horror section, like, very clearly, because he is that iconic to that genre. So, yeah, I'd say it was pretty good.
Those are shades of Grizzly, man. He's always like, when I was a kid, I watched this movie. Koala, would you suck a Birdman's dick?
Oh, my God.
I just played. That ain't the question.
Oh, that caught me off guard.
If you had to move,
I think that's banned now.
What's this like a Birdman's
Yes, I freaking the Homeward Bound podcast.
Yeah, no, I remember. That was hilarious. Oh my God.
That's why I wrote it. If you had to move an old dusty, busted house with spider webs and bugs everywhere, would you move in because of a hot painter?
No.
Or would you say that the Leprechaun was a good one?
First of all, I will say he is an attractive individual, but he comes off dickish. So I would not be trying to impress this guy whatsoever. Like, I do not care. But also, I don't know. I feel like the guy has money, and Tori definitely has money. So, like, they could have gone, instead of painting the house, they could have gotten some fucking cleaners in there to clean the house.
All right.
But anywho's, I think in the 90s, Leprechaun would have been an okay one. But watching it now, seeing the effects we have now, and the acting, the plot, etc., I think the Leprechaun is a bad one.
Part of me definitely agrees with that.
Yes.
I'm not going to judge you at all.
The makeup of a Leprechaun wasn't really that good.
What?
It took 3 hours, though.
That shit was awesome.
It was okay. It could have been better. I was not impressed with his face and his hands. Like, I don't know. It just could. I feel like it was good back in the day, but like what it is now, like it could have been better.
But those shoes were so hard to walk.
That shit was good for now.
The overall acting of everyone was okay. The story, the plot itself, I don't know. It could have been better, but I think the writing was the issue with me. All the stupid decisions was just bad. Like the cop running into the woods instead of just getting back in his car. Why the Leprechaun put the cop back into the car? Then the Leprechaun just straight up attacking and killing everybody. The dad sticking his hand in the tree. They just kept going to the broken down truck instead of just going to the well-working Jeep. It's just like this movie was just based on everyone making bad decisions. And then the ending, Dan said to kill the Leprechaun, to put the 4-leaf clover on him, and then that can kill him.
In him.
Okay, they did that. They did more than that. Like, he shot the 4-leaf clover down his throat and then hit him in the gun and blew him up. But he's still alive. And then just because he's missing one piece of gold, and then he's going to be like, my soul is going to curse this well until I find my gold. Bruh, it's one piece of gold. You had 99 pieces. Go find another fucking gold. Like, you are fine.
A can of gas doesn't blow up like that either.
Listen.
That well exploded like there was C4 in there or something.
Money
Yeah.
brought the Leprechaun back to life.
Greedy.
If they didn't make $8 million.
How did he get the money? You know what I mean? Could he not make more? Could he not?
No, he couldn't do that.
You just get Leprechaun, you get one thing of money your whole life.
If people didn't go and see this movie and create $8 million off of 900,000,
yeah, something like that,
they wouldn't have had a sequel. But they did make $8 million off of it. So
I know it was the 90s, but did they say that they offered Jen Aniston like $25,000 to do the thing? That's hilarious. Like, she's like, no, I'm in Friends. I'm not doing that.
At that point, yeah, she was in Friends, so she was probably making way more money than
like per episode
than that.
Yeah, there's no telling. But.
Well, thank you guys for your review and your opinions on the Leprechaun. Now we're going to move to our last segment of Movie 20 Questions.
My pick, right?
What?
My pick, ain't it?
No.
Because I picked alcohol. And
No,
the
you
movie
didn't.
for the next one.
No, you didn't.
I picked the thingy for the next one.
You didn't pick Yapona. I picked Yapona. I picked horror for this month. It didn't have to be horror. Yeah, it's me, baby girl. It's me. It's me.
I'm so confused. I think it's you just because of what you're saying.
Whoever picks
it seemed like it was her, and then you said it was you.
I know I picked alcohol.
But now it sounds like her because she's saying.
Whoever picks the theme for the month.
I thought it was a month before, like after.
Because we want our listeners to suggest movies, but they don't. They're real quiet, real quiet listeners.
Yeah.
So we pick a theme. We rotate picking a theme, and I picked horror for this month because I wanted double horror. Because October we have to do horror.
Right.
So September I said, let me do horror. Let me do like 80s, 90s horror, and Leprechaun ended up winning the little random selection. And so whoever does the theme also picks the alcohol.
Okay.
And then so next month will be October, and nobody really gets to pick the theme because it's October horror.
Right.
And whoever does that gets to pick the movie for 20 questions.
Okay.
And so it was me this month. So if you're here for us next month, we'll let you do it since you've been here the last 2 months.
Need to
That's
do
pretty
20
what's up.
questions is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this month it's me, and I have the movie locked and loaded.
Okay.
And let the interrogation begin.
Are you good with doing the year?
Sorry, what did you say? Pick a year?
Yeah, we normally try to do the year first so it's easier to be able to research if we can get down the year itself so we can just be like, and then we figure out the genre so we can limit it down that way.
Well, what do you think he would pick? You know him.
I don't know. I feel like he would do a horror, but an older horror. So I'm thinking ask if this movie's made after 2000, because then that would take out 2025.
Okay.
And then if it is, then we can just find out which movie. Is this movie made after 2000s?
No.
So pre-2000.
Mm-hmm. At this point, do you want to try to just do 10-year increments until we get
Until we get closer, yeah. Okay.
So is this movie made 1990 to 1999?
Yes.
Okay. Want to do 5-year increments?
Yeah, that'll be fine. We got plenty of questions left.
1990 to 1995?
No.
Okay, so...
5 to 97.
So 96, 97, 98, 99. 96 to 98?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Is this a 97 movie?
Yes.
So 1997. You want to try genre? We normally do like 3. So like, example, horror, animation, comedy.
Okay.
But keep in mind that movies can be more than one genre. So it could be a horror animation.
Yeah.
It could be a comedy horror like today's movie. It could be something like that. So even if you say horror, comedy, animation, it could be one of those. I'll say, yeah. You have to just figure out which one it is.
Okay.
Or both of them. Could be 2 of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it horror? I mean, that's probably a good place to start. Or would you rather do something else?
Do you want to stick with that? Do horror?
Whatever. I mean, you guys have done this more than me. So
Let's try one. Horror.
No.
Okay.
You guys suck.
I quit and I'm leaving.
So there would be comedy, action, animation. I don't feel like he would do romance.
He didn't have a tell when you said that. So
You try those 3?
Yeah, sure.
Comedy, action, animation.
Yes.
Okay. Which one do you want to ask?
Ooh. Maybe animation.
Okay. Is this animation?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So comedy or action or both.
Technically both, yeah. Comedy. Comedy? Is this comedy?
No.
Okay, so full on
action. We are going on our 10th question. So, action movie in 1997. So, normally at this point, we come up with actors and then we kind of ask to see. Ooh, Con Air. I remember Con Air. So, Bruce Willis was a big actor.
Will Smith, maybe?
Okay. Kurt Russell. He was a big actor then.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. He was his favorite movies in 1997. Money Talks. Who's that?
That's not necessarily action though.
Chris Tucker. No, but it does say comedy though. But I'm gonna add Chris Tucker in that one because that is his favorite movie. Okay, so Chris Tucker. Who was your person that you said?
Will Smith.
Will Smith, okay. And then I'll add Bruce Willis. Okay, Bruce Willis, Will Smith, Chris Tucker.
No.
What?
None of those guys?
None. I am so surprised. So there's Kurt Russell. Who's the guy that played Con's heir? He's also does National Treasure. I'm blanking on his name.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Tommy Lee Jones was in a lot of stuff back
Ooh,
then.
that's a good one. Tommy Lee Jones. Okay. Kurt Russell, Nicolas Cage, Tommy Lee Jones.
No.
Yeah.
What about, there's one with Eddie Murphy.
And Mel Gibson. Okay, so Eddie Murphy, Mel Gibson. Let's try and find one more or come up with one more.
Val Kilmer, maybe, or...
Ooh, Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Harrison Ford, Pierce Brosnan, Val Kilmer, any of those guys.
Let's do 4 people. Eddie Murphy, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, Val Kilmer.
No.
Damn.
Oh, I'm never going to get this.
Okay.
Wait. No, I guess that... Because, like, there's some that could technically be another genre that I don't know if you would say it is or not, you know.
There's Alec Baldwin.
Because I saw Anaconda and I was like, but that's not pure action, you know.
Viggo Mortensen. Yeah, he is in G.I. Jane.
Does it have Ice Cube in it?
Do you want to ask that?
I mean, that would narrow one down pretty good.
Okay. Alec Baldwin, Viggo Mortensen, Ice Cube.
No.
Damn, dude.
George Clooney.
Yeah, I see Clooney juice there. Did we do Travolta already?
Ooh, no.
Although I haven't really seen a good one this year for him.
John Travolta.
I haven't really.
Starship Troopers is a good movie. I wish he would pick that. Did you pick
Ooh,
that?
Jackie Chan.
Ooh.
Okay, the 5th one. Already did Bruce Willis. We haven't said Pierce Bronson yet, have we?
No, Pierce Brosnan or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
He was James Bond and in that Volcano movie.
Okay. So George Clooney, John Travolta, Casper Van Dien, Jackie Chan, Pierce Bronson.
No.
God damn. Damn it. Okay.
Does it have Shaq in it?
Okay.
Shaq, Jeff Goldblum. Shaq just sounds ridiculous. There's only one movie I could think
Jackie
of.
Chan.
What about Brendan Fraser?
Okay.
Well, I mean, George of the Jungle's not really action now.
And then Fraser. We said Pierce Bronson.
We already did Tommy Lee Jones.
Nothing to Lose.
Burt Reynolds was still around, I guess. This is impossible.
Who is the guy on with Will Smith and fucking hey, what's that movie called? There's like 4 of them.
The Wild Wild West.
No.
There's only one. I wish there was 2. I love Wild Wild West. One of my favorite movies.
Oh, Martin Lawrence. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so let me get back. Wesley Snipes.
I watched Blade last night. It was good
Good
again.
one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Spawn. Michael J. White.
Yeah, that was the one that I was like, now would you call that more horror now, or would you call that action before horror? I don't know.
Let's see.
Called a good ass movie.
It is
Lawrence
pretty good.
Fishburne.
What's his name? Whiskey, he likes it a lot.
Okay, there's going to be several.
Yeah.
Brandon Fraser, Martin Lawrence, Wesley Snipes, Michael J. White, Lawrence Fishburne.
No.
Oh, damn it. Okay, we're on our 16th question.
We're fucked. Close. What about, no, that's not the right year. I was going to say Antonio Banderas.
It's Richard Gere. Is he a famous actor?
Yeah, he's in a lot. I don't know about action movies, but
I was figured it would have been Money Talks or Kevin Costner. Is it him?
I thought we did. Whoops. I don't think we did, I guess.
No.
Now that you say it out loud, it doesn't sound as
Ooh, Men in Black. Well,
no
we
Will
already
Smith
said
and no Tommy Lee
Willie
Jones.
Smith.
Yeah.
We already said Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
We already said him. Al Pacino.
Yeah. Anthony Hopkins or Alec Baldwin. Either one of those guys was in a lot of stuff then.
Chris Farley.
Yeah. He was in one of my fave movies as a kid in this year.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Goldblum would narrow it down for me to one that I'm thinking about. But
Charlie Sheen. Normally we're better at
Does it have 2-pack in it?
that. Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm running out. Okay. Richard Gere, Kevin Costner, Al Pacino, Chris Farley, Jeff Goldblum, Charlie Sheen, Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Fucking A. Okay.
So who the hell did you just list?
Richard Gere, Kevin Costner, Al Pacino, Chris Farley, Jeff Goldblum, Charlie Sheen, Clint Eastwood. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, fuck. Do you want me to just do like 3? See if he said
How many questions do we have left?
We're on our 17th. But if we do 3 and then he says yes, then we know it's within those 3. And then, because I don't remember having multiple of these people in a 1997. So if we can find the actor, then we should know the movie.
Right. That's fine.
Okay.
We're cutting it close here.
Let's do the first. Let's just do the first 4. Richard Gere, Kevin Costner, Al Pacino, Chris Farley.
No.
Okay.
What was the second part of it?
Second part is Jeff Goldblum, Charlie Sheen, Clint Eastwood.
Could be The Lost World with Jeff Goldblum in there. I think it's The Lost World. He's telling me it's The Lost World. I can read him.
That was a question, babe.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Those
the
last
18th.
actors?
Yeah, the number 18 is Jeff Goldblum, Charlie Sheen, Clint Eastwood.
And that was the last of your actors?
Yeah, I just said the first
So
4.
you would assume that it would have to be one of those if it's not the first of your actors, right? That's all of them.
Yeah, there's no sense.
Do you want to waste a question?
I'm not
I don't know. I feel like you're going to trick us. So who do you want? Jeff Goldblum or Charlie Sheen? Or Clint Eastwood?
I mean,
I feel like you're a little tricky.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Do you want to do 2? And then if he says yes, then the 19 questions, figure out which one's which.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum, Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
Okay. Jeff Goldblum, do you want to try that one? Because you said Lost World.
Yeah, sure. We'll try.
Jeff Goldblum?
It's your last question, ain't it?
No, this is 19th question. We have one more.
Yeah, one more question and a guess.
Yeah, so Jeff Goldblum, 19th question.
Yes.
Yes.
It's got to be it, though.
Okay. I mean, we should be able to ask because there's dinosaurs in it. Is there any other dinosaur movies in...
Not with Jeff Goldblum in it, I wouldn't think. It'd kind of be a conflict of interest. I don't know. I can't research this in my head right.
Only The Lost World Jurassic Park came Jeff Goldblum 1997 movie.
I think that's it.
I don't remember a scene in it, but I mean, like, is it too broad to say is there dinosaurs? Ooh, could we say dinosaurs in Jurassic Park?
Huh?
Is this movie have dinosaurs in Jurassic Park? That's the 20th question.
Well, that's a tricky one too because in the movie,
Is there
necessarily they're not at an actual park in that one.
They're not at Jurassic Park?
It's the Bee Island where there's no park. Really,
oh, damn it. So dinosaurs on Island B?
Or like, does a T-Rex go to the mainland United States would be pretty...
There we go.
Pretty
that question.
direct, yeah.
That question.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the fucking Lost
Then this movie is The Lost World.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, you got it. At the last second, got it.
That was razor thin. Yeah.
I did something special here. You probably won't notice, but the author is Michael Crichton.
I think it's Crichton, but
Crichton, is that it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say
I think
it.
it's Crichton. Yeah.
Well, then the viral video that happened for the Leprechaun.
It did.
Yeah, it happened in Crichton neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay.
Of Mobile, Alabama. So
That's
I kind of
funny,
made a connection there with Crichton, and we made it work. How about that?
Awesome.
You guys got it. Congratulations, man.
Barely.
That is awesome.
Barely.
Barely, but you did get it, and that is what's up. Maybe it was a lack of grizzly. That's how you got
Could
it.
have been. We needed his help. Yeah.
But be on the lookout for our next movie for October, Insidious.
Ooh.
I've never seen that one.
So scary. Well,
It's pretty scary.
prepared to be scared. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
I'll buckle up.
It is Insidious, and hopefully we can get Goder back for another episode. And next month, hopefully we can get Grizz back in the studio, back in the bear cave. But that'll be it for us. If you want to make a suggestion for movie 20 questions or a movie for us to review, hit us up on werealreels@gmail.com or on the Instagram page at werealreels. But that'll be it for us. Koala,
Bye.
go.
Have a good one.
Keep on reeling.